your grocery store, and it's called Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state, meaning it's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. It's hot. You're tired. The guy in the car in front of you is texting. You want to be mad, but you just finished watching 4 cat videos your wife just sent you. If it makes you feel any better, the guy in the car behind you is mad too. So put down your damn phone. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Save up to 50% on select security systems with SafeTouch Security. With upgrades like remote door locks, video doorbell, thermostat control, and camera, all controlled by your MySafeTouch app. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF200002049.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TALK.
New South Window lives Southern weather. We prioritize keeping your family and your home comfortable all year round. That's why our energy-efficient windows and doors are made, installed, and guaranteed for life.
Save 35% off. Visit newsouthwindow.com/radio.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, the insurance company may make you a quick offer to go away. They may also be offering you pennies on the dollar. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
If you're a business owner, driving sales is a priority. And the formula for marketing success? It's reach times response rate equals results. And no platform reaches the customers your business needs like radio. At iHeartMedia, we provide unmatched reach through our radio stations, podcasts, and digital streaming platforms. Maximize your results by driving response from our massive audience. Call 844-844-iHeart. Don't wait. Holiday shopping has already started. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on.
The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day.
The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Tuesday. Tuesday, November 26th, 2024. Lots to get to today. From Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. The D.B. Cooper's parachute was found by a superfan. And how to stop Porch pirates on Black Friday. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
How we doing?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And it is, friends, a Share the Show Tuesday. Yeah!
Share that show.
You spread the word about the News Junkie radio show today. Just tell somebody, say, hey, happy Thanksgiving, friend.
Aww.
Here's a link to the podcast. Hey, here's where you can follow this show so you can keep up with what's going on over there at thenewsjunkie.com/share.
Here's what I'm pretty darn thankful for.
Yeah, check out these weirdos.
You will be too.
There you go, hopefully. And if they don't like the show, then never talk to them again. All right? So do that today on a Share the Show Tuesday. How's everybody doing on a Tuesday?
Good. Pretty dang good. How about you?
Okay, all right, not bad. I'll tell you this, though. Last night, we had to go swing to the grocery store to get some stuff to make dinner. And we're headed over there, and we go inside. Already, the grocery store was ransacked. Like, I don't know if they're gonna get more reinforcements in for Thanksgiving, but
ransacked, like it's a hurricane coming.
Oh yeah, like all of the things. You know, you walk through and there's all the token Thanksgiving things like butter. What else runs out? Turkeys, cream cheese. Cream cheese always runs out. Potatoes, all of the things that you would imagine would be part of your Thanksgiving meal.
Green beans, stuffing, crispy fried onions,
still
cream
green
of
beans.
mushroom soup.
That's probably gone. I'm sure they get waves and waves of more reinforcements coming in for Thanksgiving, but it was wiped out. And Courtney was planning on getting everything that she has to make for Thanksgiving today. But last night she goes, some of these I got to get now. So she's like sour cream, butter, all the things that you need that you can't wait on. Scoop them up while you can.
How is that a thing?
I don't know.
You would think the grocery stores would be prepared.
And they probably are. And they may have a whole nother round of replacement stuff.
When I was at the grocery store yesterday, I was walking by the turkeys. They weren't even low on turkeys yet. And they were piling more turkeys. And by the way, if you're listening now and you have a turkey in the freezer still, it might be time to look at the chart and see, because if it's over a certain amount of pounds, it needs to be in the fridge right now.
Yeah. And a little known thing you can do, this is the ultimate pro tip. If you need to rush the turkey in the freezing process tonight, put it on the roof of your house. Just put it out there. The early morning sunlight will heat that turkey up, and you'll sort of sun roast it. And then you go wake up in the morning, you get your turkey off the roof, and then you bring it in and you cook it.
Now, of course, if you live in maybe an apartment or condo, something else you can do is put the turkey in the shower and get it as hot as possible and just let that water spray onto it for about 24 hours, and you should be good.
Now, of course, don't be foolish. You have to put a bathing suit on the turkey to make sure that you're protecting the exterior.
But didn't they run out of those at Publix?
They were a little low. They were indeed. Courtney goes, I want so bad to come here tomorrow, meaning like the day before Thanksgiving. She said, I want to come back right in the heat of things and just watch. I was like,
I bet that's good people watching.
You just want to watch everybody shop? She goes, yeah, I want to stand by the places where they're out of stuff and just watch the people get mad. And I was like,
and then
you're a monster.
TikTok guy's going to be there, and he's like, you're going to do full calorie last minute turkey shopping, huh?
Right.
Wow.
Gonna shame me in the aisle.
That's what I did.
Oh, speaking of drinking, nobody stopped me when I went to the liquor store right outside of the grocery store. So I go over there, and as I walk in, I see this older black gentleman who's in the aisle right in front of where I need to be. And he says,
and he's like, remember me, Sean? You were part of my group.
It wasn't him. It was a different guy. He's an older guy, and I didn't want to judge him or anything, but he looked a little scruffy. And when I walked by him, I was like, you're right in the way of where I'm trying to get here.
Excuse me, homeless man.
And I said, be nice, Sean. And I said, sir, can I get to the Tullamore Dew? It's right behind you. And he goes, oh, of course. And I said, thank you very much. And I stopped and I looked back at him and I go, and happy Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And he goes, happy Thanksgiving to you. And I go over to the register.
Be a lot more thankful if somebody would buy me some Tullamore Dew.
Wow.
I go over to the register, and I'm waiting for the sweet woman who works there.
Love her.
Check me out, and she
and ring up your Tullamore Dew.
And she calls me sweetie all the time, and I go up to the counter. And the other guy leaves, and I'm like, oh, he was a nice guy. And I go to pay, and she goes, he got me. And I'm like, what's going on? And she looks over to the security guy, and the dude I said Happy Thanksgiving to had just stolen an entire bottle of liquor from the store.
Oh, perfect.
And I was inadvertently like running fence, like blocking him from where they could see what he was doing.
So you assisted. You were
I
there for the
assisted
assist.
in a burgle in the liquor store.
So I usually don't go to that location just because it's a little crazier at times. But I knew I was shopping for something that I needed, stuff that might not be at the smaller grocery stores, or there might not be as much of it because I need to buy a lot of 00 flour.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to that one, and I hadn't been in a while. Is it just me, or are there like extra homeless people around there lately?
They're drawn in like a magnet, and they have a constant security guard there
Not
to try to stop.
working so hard, is he?
And
Making friends with all of them?
Yeah, he was chit-chatting when I went. He's like, oh, tell me about it. And they're talking back and forth, and then the guy's over there, and I'm trying to be nice to the guy, and meanwhile, the guy just stealing a bottle of liquor. And she said, I heard him pick it up off the counter. He got it.
Damn, man.
No. I was like, no, I played a part in this robbery. What? I feel bad now. For a second, I was going to go.
You're an accessory to petty theft.
For a second, I was going to go, I'll pick up the tab. I'll pay for it. And then I go, that's going to make it even weirder. What are you doing? All right, here we go. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Fox News, where they just put a photograph on a screen during a story. But it was
photograph.
the wrong woman's photograph went up. And afterwards had to kind of apologize, like, oh, we didn't put the right person's photograph up. Let's tune in and see how it goes.
Right, earlier in the angle, we accidentally showed a graphic that had a photo of another vicious anti-Trump figure, Letitia James, when we were talking about Fonnie Willis. So that was our mistake. But they both hate Trump.
So she says, don't worry, you know.
For a second there, I thought she was going to say the other thing.
They're both black?
The reason of the mistake, I imagine.
She says, nah, don't worry. They hate Trump anyway. It's the same thing. Same difference, the two of those folks. We want you to join us here on the show today. The best way to do that is to send us what we call a dispatch. You go over to thenewsjunkie.com and you send us a video or audio dispatch to join us for our Thanksgiving show. Yes, that's right. We are leaving you in the dust for the rest of the week. Sorry. Not sorry. And we love you. We appreciate you, but it's time for a little Thanksgiving break. And I, for one, am excited about it. You guys revved up for Thanksgiving?
If my tired is the equivalent of revved, then I'm so revved up.
Oh, no.
Could explode.
Would you have a late night last night with the parade stuff or what?
The parade, and it was awesome. It was a great turnout, but I have been nonstop for like 5 days, so I am totally ready to not do anything for a couple days.
Do you have to make stuff for Thanksgiving? Your family's coming up here, right?
No, we're going to do some pre-made. Easy as that. I think.
From where?
Not my job.
Oh, it's not on you.
The task for me was to set up the house. The task for my girlfriend is to get the food. And then I think my mom's so excited. She's like, I'm going to bring some the Cuban you like from Miami. So we'll bring Vicky's and see how it goes from there.
Oh, is that going to travel well all the way up here from
They got the RV.
Miami?
Yeah, there's a fridge.
Oh, true. Yeah, they could keep, man, that's an advantage of the RV life. Oh, God. Okay, what about you, C-Lane? Are you all revved up? I'm sure you've got to cook a bunch of stuff for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. We just, I took the turkeys out of the freezer last night because We're thinking about deep frying one, so I need it to be. Oh no, we're doing Thanksgiving on Saturday.
Oh,
so there's a couple more days of thawing for that. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out everything we're doing.
Okay,
but
you guys gotta get it together, both of you. Thanksgiving is
I
on the
have
horizon.
extra days, bud.
I love that you say that. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Sean?
Jackass.
I have already gone to the grocery store
You
one
accompanied
time.
somebody at the grocery store, and you also were an accomplice to petty theft.
I carried things,
accessories,
and I helped out with a crime. Yes, I did those two things. It was not on purpose, either one of them, but I did end up going to the grocery store. So I feel like that's something. And every time I ask, I swear to God, if I go into the kitchen and ask, I'll be like, can I give you a hand with anything? Can I do anything? I'm kind of bored over here. Get out of the kitchen. You ruin everything. And because every time I don't do this on purpose, but every time I do help out, I screw something up. I make a very, very big mistake, and then I have to apologize the whole time. It's bad. So I don't blame her. But with our turkey and our Thanksgiving food, the United States of America is going to be getting a nice little Arctic blast our way. Most of the United States will be cooled down, and 196 million Americans will be waking up to below freezing temperatures. Think about that for a second.
And then we'll feel here in Florida 74.
I don't know. Our friends in Rochester are going to be frozen to death, but the rest of us, it was still cold. 200 million Americans below freezing. What's the weekend look like for us? Elaine, take a peek real quick, if you don't mind.
It's going down to the 50s.
Is it really? Oh, my God.
Maybe
New York's
that's
gonna
next
kill us.
week. I remember I heard that.
It's going to be all throughout the East, the Great Lakes, the Midwest, stretching across the country. It is going to get very, very cold and last through the first week or so of December. And, I mean, everybody at this point, I think, is ready for it. But here's winter, folks. It's right upon us. What
Let's
are we looking
see.
at?
Thanksgiving Day, high of 82, sunny. Low of 63.
That's too warm. That's too warm.
But it'll be nice. It'll be nice for everybody.
What about
down in West Palm, low of 69, high of 80.
Oh, God. My God. All right. Well, it's better than nothing, but I would like it to be a little cooler than that.
Are we ever going to get a winter again?
No, we're done with them. We've retired winters, I think. It's over for us. We got to worry about a lot of things. One thing is, and I'll throw this at both of you, do you have any plans after, during, whatever, when Thanksgiving is going on? Are you going to get any shopping done for Black Friday?
Like physically go to a place?
I seriously doubt either one of you physically is going shopping.
Absolutely not.
Nobody's
don't have
doing
any
it.
interest.
Virtually going shopping? Yes, I'll be doing that.
You will be? What about you, Sabrina?
Yeah, virtually, without a doubt. I did physically go to a place and grab some things, but it's a cute little shop and small business, local, and spend a whole bunch of money and still was overwhelmed, and it wasn't even Black Friday. So,
it was already busy?
No, it was just too much. I can't imagine if there was other people or I was trying to fight through a crowd or waiting in some sort of line. So I got my fix and everything online moving forward.
Just a little tip for the both of you, and take this or leave it. I'm just throwing it out there. If you're ready to do some holiday shopping, I did notice that at the weirdest store on earth, Home Goods, where they have strange things. At Home Goods, they currently have, if you got a mystery person on your list, you just don't know what to buy for, they have a 6-foot-tall scrub daddy that is $1,000. Just in case you're interested. It's a 6-foot-tall scrub daddy. Like
what
the
do
thing
you
use to clean your
do with a 6-foot scrub daddy?
What don't you do with a 6-foot scrub daddy? You get
clean
at it.
dishes.
Yeah, well, don't bang it because that will hurt your genitals. I'll tell you that much, unless there's hot water involved.
When I saw this, I go, okay, first of all, that's preposterous. But second of all, it's a giant sponge. Why is it $1,000?
Well, because you make a lot of little sponges out of it. Do you guys have
the regular scrub daddy's a couple bucks? No, but I've seen them a million times.
I have a scrub daddy.
Sold.
Do you?
And I got a scrub mama.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a scrub mama.
Yeah, half of it is a soft sponge. The other half is the hard sponge.
Courtney's sister hates scrub daddy. She's like,
I feel so 35 right now. What do I talk about?
Courtney's sister's like, I hate that stupid thing with his stupid little face. I'm never going to buy one of those things. I'm very anti-scrub daddy. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the potential porch pirates that you'll be facing down for Black Friday shopping. And windows in cars are exploding randomly. Why? Is it your type of vehicle that this is happening to? What do we need to know? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Because sometimes infighting amongst friends is exactly what you need to lower the volume on the voices in your head. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
There's a couple accidents to keep an eye out for here. Just keep up with me. I-4 westbound before Ivanhoe Boulevard. Multiple lanes are blocked on State Road 429 northbound at Winter Garden Vineland Road. The off-ramp from State Road 429 northbound to Florida's Turnpike, that is partially blocked due to an accident where Colonial Drive meets Paramore Avenue on State Road 520 near the beach line. There's commotion there as well. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Reddi-wip. This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, Reddi-wip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without Reddi-wip.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds. Now is the best time to get a Bartesian cocktail maker. Save $100 by visiting bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
What's up, everybody? It's Peter Schrager. We're back for The Season with Peter Schrager. In each episode, I'm going to take you inside and behind the scenes of the conversations that happen at the highest levels of NFL franchises. We're bringing the top GMs, top coaches. We're going to give you the story behind the story that you're probably not getting anywhere else. Each week, I'll bring you conversations on the inside and give you the chance to get to know your favorite personalities in a different way. Listen to The Season with Peter Schrager on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Season to start listening.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Don Jr. here, guys. Are you receiving letters from the IRS claiming you owe back taxes? As penalties and interest fees pile up, the IRS gives you no clear path to resolution. Don't speak to them on your own. They are not your friends. To reach a team of licensed tax professionals that can help you reduce, settle, and resolve your tax matters, go to tnusa.com and check them out.
Solve your tax problems today. Call 1-800-780-8888 or visit tnusa.com. That's 1-800-780-8888.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Can you imagine rising for work before the crack of dawn? Tending to hundreds of acres of land before dusk? Well, that's what happens on more than 44,000 Florida farms every day. Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family. And you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TALK.
This safe driving message is brought to you by the Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt and JustCallMo.com. Whether it's the holiday season or any season, Mo encourages you to be considerate of other drivers and especially watch out for motorcycles. It's a busy time of year. Tourists are everywhere. Remember that someone is counting on you, so arrive safely. Saving 30 seconds that can cost you everything is simply not worth it. Injured in an accident? Call Mo at 1-800-CALL-MO. That's 1-800-CALL-MO or visit JustCallMo.com. Be safe and enjoy this season.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7 plus stations playing all kinds of holiday. Even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
And yours. Hope all goes well. And remember, you can join us on the show today and always. You can tell us what you're thankful for if you'd like to. And it just needs to be us. That's what the answer needs to be.
Yeah. We're giving you the answer key like a really bad substitute teacher.
Yep. Pro tip, you need to thank us. That's what needs to happen. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. I want to talk about the windows of vehicles that have been exploding randomly. And
people keep thinking they're getting shot.
Yeah. This happens, and then people have to go through their entire vehicle from top to bottom to make sure there's not a bullet in there.
And they're just randomly exploding.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's super terrifying. Driving. It says randomly exploding windows, this from Fox 35, our friends over there, are shattering safety for drivers. Concerns are also growing for mechanics who say some windows and windshields can burst without warning on your vehicle. And they talk about somebody who this happened to. One woman in Brevard County, Jamie Blazkowiak, her normal drive took a turn for the worse when she heard a loud bang in the back of her car. In dashboard camera video she shared with Fox, you can hear her erupt into a frenzy of fear behind the wheel when she thought her car was shot at. And this woman just completely freaked out. Let me see if I can bring up this report on this to get the details.
If you were driving, Sean, and you heard your back window explode, like shatter like that,
yeah,
would you immediately think gunshot, or would you think maybe like Florida weather or something with the heat?
No way.
I would think gunshot.
Yeah, I would. It depends on where I was, but
I was going to say,
probably.
Would it depend on the area you were driving in?
If I was on an interstate, I would think it was one of those crazy people that gets up on the overpass and just starts shooting at random cars. Or I would just think, somebody just shot at me. I don't think I would ever go, my window just got blasted out because of whatever other reason.
All right, good to know.
I would immediately think.
You have some plans?
He's got an elaborate plan for me.
A few days off.
Thanksgiving is going to be C-Lane planning my elaborate death. All right, I'm ready for it.
No, just serious injury, I'm sure.
Well, let's see what happened to this car, and I want to hear from this woman herself.
35 investigates spontaneous shattering. Concerns are growing for drivers and mechanics who say car windows are bursting without warning. It happened to one
mechanics are so concerned.
and we found out she's not alone.
I don't want to point fingers here, but is it the glass people? Because we had ovens where the glass face of the oven was exploding even when they weren't on in some cases. And now we have these cars where out of nowhere, the exploding windows.
It's a slow roll from big glass.
It is. It's to try to get back at us for something. I don't know what we did, but
we keep breaking it.
Maybe this is an attempt to get back at us. I don't know. There's some motivation.
Brands of cars?
Let's find out together. Let's see what they say.
35's Esther Bauer looks into how this is even possible and what to do if it happens to you.
So freaky.
This drive took a turn for the worst when that sound sent Jamie Blaskowiak into a frenzy of fear behind the wheel.
I need a place to pull over.
I saw a big hole in my window.
Here she is.
And I was like, I got shot at.
This is what she saw when
she immediately thought she got shot at. That's what she went to right off the jump. And I'd feel like everybody would do that because the other option is so weird. It's just strange to think that the window would just explode out of nowhere. I've never in my entire life of driving vehicles ever had that happen to me. And she's now had it occur in the back of her vehicle.
Pulled off the road, a gaping hole in her back windshield.
Whoa.
She thought bullets barreled through her car. But
wait. Did you say back windshield?
Yeah.
Is that, do you still call it the windshield when it's on the back?
I call it a back window.
That's what I call it, yeah.
Well, is it not shielding you from the wind from behind?
No, it's because it's on the back. The front one is the windshield, I thought.
Yeah.
Mechanics, tell us what's going on here. Mechanics, explain this.
Travels in all different directions.
Well, you're driving forward. The wind that they're shielding you from is in front of your car, obviously. And the back of your car, I call the back window or the
rear window.
I just call it the rear window. I call those two. Maybe this is wrong. Mechanics, let us know.
She called police.
They verified there was no bullet in the car.
Her window had just burst into pieces during the drive, and she says there were no signs anything had hit it.
I didn't even know a window could explode.
Same.
For no reason whatsoever.
We didn't either until we took Jamie's story to auto experts at Gatto's.
These glass windows will rupture. They'll grenade into what looks to be millions of little tiny glass shards.
Grenade?
Yeah,
What? Don't say grenade.
Nonchalant grenading. Okay.
That sounds even worse. Tell us why this is happening.
Store manager Joe Stanson tells us most cars on the road today are using tempered glass.
All right.
He says certain stressors can cause it to shatter without warning.
It's very random, but when it happens very quickly.
Stanson says common features like rear windshield defrosters and tinted windows can cause the random explosions.
She called it a windshield again.
Rapid temperature fluctuation will cause thermal shock.
So in some of these cases, at least, it's turning on that heater on your back window, and that kind of goes through the glass.
I'm getting the picture that that's not what happened to this woman. She was driving around. It seemed like middle of the day. I don't know. It could have been cold.
I feel like there's other factors. I mean, this is unless this is just going viral for the heck of it, and this happens, it's more common than we are aware of. But it seems like it's a thing that either happens or it doesn't, or there is like a huge influx of bad windows that are being replaced. Like there must be other factors involved.
Right.
Like,
we may have more tempered glass than we have in the past in a lot of these vehicles.
Sure. And that's a good thing. That means they're not. It's exploding in manageable pieces and not really like dangerous shards.
Not grenade.
Yeah, grenade. That was the wrong choice of words, my man. But also, the lady said, I didn't know that windows could explode for no reason. I'm not going to be that guy. Actually, I'm going to be that guy. I hate to be that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that guy.
There's a reason. There's always a reason. Something caused the glass to explode.
I don't know. Sometimes stuff happens for no reason.
Yeah.
It happens to me all the time.
What happened? What happened? Yeah, like what?
All kinds of weird stuff happens. Like like
a guy steals liquor in front of you? There was a reason for that. He wanted to drink liquor.
Okay. Why, when I drive on a certain part of the interstate, does my tire icon turn on my dashboard and then turn back off? No reason. There's no reason. Stuff just happened. No, they're all loaded up and ready to go. The sensor only acts up at one weird location on planet Earth when I drive by it.
Radon.
It goes off again. Could be radon. There's got to be something that's doing this. And this lady's car, it could have been that she hit a little bump that she didn't really notice that much. And that just hit the window and then explode, grenade, as this guy said. He said common features like rear windshield defrosters and tinted windows can cause these random explosions. That's pretty insane. And if it's ever happened to you or somebody let us know with a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now.
I guess a lot of people call them rear windshields.
Really?
The only time I think I'd call it a rear windshield is if it had the wiper. I would call that a windshield wiper still. But to me, it's a rear window.
Zach says, is it still a sunroof if you're driving at night?
Oh, now we're going into shower thought.
I would never call it a windshield, but there's all kinds of stuff. Some people call the Tesla things frunks because it's a trunk in the front of your car. And the Brits call them boots. We got all kinds of weird lingo out there.
What do they call actual boots?
I don't know. They have another word that they call, what's the British word for sweater? I got hit with that one time, and I was so confused.
Ooh.
Oh, let me see. British word for sweater. I have to find this because somebody dropped this by me. Jumper. They call them jumpers.
But then what do you call jumpers?
Again, we got to keep moving. We got to keep renaming things as you go down the line. All right. We want you to be prepared. And there are a lot of people out there who want to steal your stuff. Black Friday. It's here. Obviously, this is a time when you've bought a lot of stuff, and that stuff is going to be arriving at your house. And a lot of stuff gets stolen every day. Just to give you an idea of the extent of this, every day in New York City, 90,000 packages are lost or stolen. In just New York City, 90,000 packages.
How many are delivered?
I don't know. It doesn't say in the story that I'm looking at from Pix 11. But it says the NYPD and security companies like ADT have some tips for how to help yourself and protect yourself from porch pirates this holiday season. One is, and I'm not doing this, I don't like these things, get a package locker where I know Amazon loves these things.
Yeah, but I don't think that the Amazon drivers love them. It's an extra step when you're trying to get through your shift.
I would disagree because for the driver, you're going house to house to house to house to house. But if a handful of people wanted their packages in lockers, you go to one place, package.
Excuse me,
grab a couple returns.
You were talking about like a locker you can have outside of your house.
I am, yeah.
Oh.
I'm talking about one of those. There's two kinds. There's the kind that Sealand's saying, which is for neighborhoods and apartment buildings, and then you could buy your own.
They would have them in public, like at a 7-Eleven or Planet Fitness or something.
Yeah, yes. But the ones that you could buy them from Amazon. I don't know if anybody who's listening has these, but you could put one outside your house, and then the Amazon driver gets connected with a code that opens it up for them so that they can put your package in there, and then it's nice and secure.
I would venture a guess as to if that's the case, if you have your own Amazon locker, that Amazon makes that experience for the driver as quick as possible. Like if they're working on technology to map out buildings to make sure that the drivers can be that much faster, they've already got the locker thing solved.
Yeah, they've thought it. They've had many conversations about all of this. This seems more annoying, Sabrina, than getting a package locker for Amazon delivery drivers. They're suggesting that you require a signature on all of the things that you order. No. That would be annoying if they have to go to every house and get a hold of somebody and get the actual signature for it. They say you can network with your neighbors, tell them what's going on. You can have packages delivered to your workplace, and that way they won't be left out on your doorstep for long periods of time. There are a lot of people stealing your packages out there.
I saw one recently
In your neighborhood?
No. A video of one on the news or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, it was kind of clever.
Were they in a giant box?
They had like a big bag, and it looked like they were delivering something. And walked up, put the thing in the bag, out of there.
Nice. That's kind of smart. Yeah.
It is until you open up that bag you stole, and it's 40 pounds of litter. And that's what you get.
You never know what you're getting. That's the risk there. Even though Amazon has been sending a lot of stuff in the actual box it's in, not in like a cardboard box, and it just shows the thief, hey, here's what I got right here. How do you block this? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Let's work in a dispatch real quick. Here's Got Crypto, and it's a mechanic checking in.
Hey, Sean. Kurt here. I'm a mechanic, 17 years running now.
Thank you.
This was happening even a couple years back on Teslas. They had a run of it happening, even sitting still parked in driveways. They pinned it on a bad production run of the glass, causing problems with thermal expansion. And a lot of the cases were in colder climates up north. At least the ones sitting still and like the Ring doorbell footage videos I'd seen. It was happening down south here too, but that's what they pinned it on. Thermal expansion, bad glass, kind of like the oven doors you mentioned. You nailed it.
Excellent. Thank you for the very helpful dispatch. I love when we're in a field like that and we have somebody who's like, they're an expert, that's their job. Always chime in with the dispatch when you have that.
Tell us about crypto.
Please, I don't understand it. I'm invested. I got my Pepe or whatever.
Pepe.
Yo tengo Pepe. And then afterwards, I did this thing where I go, that was really easy to buy that through Robinhood. And I said, buy a little more. And I started stacking it up a little bit, and I am just taking a bath, man. I don't know if I should just get away from this or what.
Yeah.
I
set it and
suck at
forget it, man.
I'm down another 4% today. I'm just getting hammered over here.
Listen, man, scared money don't make money. You got to have diamond hands.
Diamond hands. All right,
diamond hands.
But how do you pick things up?
My hands are not diamond right now. They are the furthest thing away from diamond. What would that be? Paper?
Sure.
Glass.
Poo-poo. I think it'd be poop.
Tempered glass hands is what I have at the moment.
All that glass is in the back of that lady's rear windshield.
Okay,
full
quick break.
circle.
When we come back, we're going to hear about a man who died because, like many others, he tried to celebrate Christmas too soon.
Fatality.
Some of you got to pump the brakes. What'd this guy do? You'll hear that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for this morning, as we get you out the door, there's a few areas of patchy dense fog that will be possible. Otherwise, it will be a chilly start to our day, so you want to make sure you have the jacket. But you'll be able to shed the jacket by this afternoon as high temperatures soar back into the upper 70s and low 80s with a high of 80 degrees with abundant sunshine for this afternoon in Orlando. As we head into our Thanksgiving, plan for a high of 82 degrees. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by MountDora.com. It's the 31st annual Mount Dora Christmas Walk, Friday, December 6th. Free family street party in downtown Mount Dora, live music, shopping, and free Santa pictures at the 25-foot Christmas tree. 6 to 9 p.m. December 6th. Details at MountDora.com. Brought to you by Discover Lake, Advent Health, and Duke Energy.
Folks, pro tip for you here. This is the time of year where you're probably going to be having more guests over your house. And that means the doors are open and closing a whole bunch more. You got a bunch more people to try to keep it a comfortable temperature. It's a lot on your AC. This is the perfect time for you to call up Mills Air and get their preventative maintenance. So you know your system is working perfectly. Your AC is going to be in ship shape through the holidays. You got time to do this now. For Mills Air to have a tech come out to your house is a very, very good move on your part. Their techs can service any brand out there, so don't worry about that. And they're a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. That means they can get you huge rebates if you need to get a new Carrier unit at some point in time. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. They're at 407-277-1159. or find them online at millsair.com.
Buy your holiday jewelry at IDC this weekend and get a free weekend getaway trip to see your favorite team or band anywhere in America. Now that's a fun experience. It's Black Friday weekend at IDC, and with every purchase, we're giving you something free, like a free $50 gift card when you spend over $249, a free Beast Weekender travel bag when you spend over $599, a free Ninja Deluxe ice cream maker when you spend over $999. Yeah, make your own smoothies, sorbets, slushies, and ice cream. And for something really cool, listen to this. You'll get 2 premium tickets to see your favorite band or sports team free. Or take it to the next level with a jewelry purchase of over $5,000 and score a 3-day getaway with 2 premium tickets to your choice of a concert, game, or theme park. It pays to shop early at IDC. Don't miss our annual Black Friday sale. Get an extreme value price on your jewelry and we'll give you an amazing free gift. 3 days only, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at International Diamond Center. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay.
Let's go! Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
Finish the year strong and refreshed for 2025 at Office Depot Office Max. Now save 25% on print services and 50% on photo products with coupon. Plus, upgrade your space with new desks, chairs, and PCs at any Office Depot or Office Max store.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. If you hire an attorney solely based off a commercial, you might as well just flip a coin. My advice is simple. Check out their Google reviews. Find out how long they've been practicing law, and actually call them before you sign anything. We're talking about your future. It's important. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyounneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
Ever have one of those days where your gut just feels blah?
Ugh, yes.
Occasional bloating or gas could be signs that your gut is out of balance, but Align Probiotic can help. Align 24/7 Digestive Support is a daily use probiotic with a unique strain to help relieve occasional digestive issues. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand. So when you feel the signs, it's time to try Align. Align Probiotic. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America. Fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This
show. Join us with a dispatch or an email. You can always email the show tips@thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to be anonymous, just put that right on top of your email. One of my favorite phenomenons about this show is the sect of listeners that are way behind. And for instance, I just had somebody email me about when we were talking on the show about the podcast skipping. And I said, hey, let me know what your experience was. And somebody just emailed me about that now. And I'm thinking about him. I think that was 4 months ago that we did that on the podcast. And it's like somebody's back before the election results, before the hurricanes, and they're just cruising through the show.
That's so interesting to me.
It must be a strange way to go about life.
Yeah, you have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
How have you avoided it so far?
Yeah, I mean, it would be impossible for them not to know some of the things by the time they arrived, I would guess.
Mind you, we have listeners like that, and then we have listeners who listen to the show in 3 times speed.
Yeah.
The complete opposite.
A lot of you out there, a lot of interesting folks who listen to the show. So we appreciate you no matter where you are in the News Junkie timeline. Death by Christmas. That's what's happened here. Fatality. Why? It's because some of you people are jumping the gun. You don't wait till Thanksgiving gets out of the way to move your Christmas stuff out there, to put your inflatable snowman in the front yard, to run your lights out there in your bushes. And I've seen some of you in my very own neighborhood. It's the laziness factor is kind of high with a few of you who are early on this. They just go outside, and I swear to you, they just throw the lights in the bushes. You got not even like placement going on there. They're just throwing the lights in the bushes. It's dangerous, though. Wait until after Thanksgiving. Things can happen, including this. This is what happened to a 24-year-old guy in San Diego who jumped the gun and was installing Christmas lights before Thanksgiving. They said this happened at the end of last week in Escondido, and this is according to the San Diego County Medical Examiner. This guy, Antonio, was hanging Christmas lights near a high-voltage power line. The decedent threw the lights over the power line, resulting in electrocution, which obviously not a good time. This gets worse. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Nobody,
how does it get worse from being electrocuted?
Nobody noticed, all right? Nobody noticed that he had thrown the Christmas lights over the power line and got electrocuted. And after he did it,
a funny dance.
He was hanging upside down from a tree.
God.
And like all entwined in the lights and stuff. And the family came home and saw him like that. And that's how they knew that something had gone wrong here. And now, obviously, there's a GoFundMe for the family. Mateo is the last name. Antonio Mateo GoFundMe, if you want to look this up, to pay for his transport and burial in his native Guatemala, where he's headed back. Be safe out there. Watch out for power lines. Don't be the fool. Some of you, I see you getting up there on the roof of your house. You know how dangerous the roof of your house is? I don't think I'm ever going up on the roof of my house.
I think I have to go on the roof of my house.
For what?
I'm going to hang the lights from the edge this time around.
Isn't there a service you can get, like call some people up and go, hey, this is Sabrina.
I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah, why? It's risking life and limb up there. It's dangerous.
Do it properly, and I'm not going to plug in the lights until they're hung and ready to go, and I'm back on the ground.
I'll tell you, I don't think anything could get me on the second floor roof of my house.
Now, last year I did outdoor lights, but I didn't get on the roof. I didn't have to. It was just like you can clamp them. You can do it without staples too. You have these little clamps that you clamp onto the roof, to the edge there, and hold your lights up.
That's smart. Yeah, my dad used to put a nail in there. It was a really dumb move. I don't know why. He just put nails all around the entire side of the house so we could hang the stupid lights up. It is dangerous. Be careful when you're doing this stuff, folks. I just want to get that warning out there. All right, we want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on yours. We got an email coming in from Zorro to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. It says, my wife drives a 2021 Alfa Romeo Giulia. I've never heard of this car, but that's what his wife drives. And her back window exploded while she was driving. Luckily, it had tinted windows and kept the million pieces in place. They had to order the thing from Italy as they didn't have it in stock. And being the rear one, insurance doesn't cover it. We were told the way glass is made, a small fracture may contribute to the exploding glass, says Zorro. Not a good time. Glad everybody's okay. Appreciate the email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's go over to real quick. Here's Jeffrey, who's an expert on some of this stuff. We were talking about, if you missed it, they said cars all over the place. The windows, front windshield, rear, I guess it's called a windshield, exploding just out of nowhere because there's issues with the tempered glass. The same reason why ovens have been exploding. Think about that for Thanksgiving, too. Jeffrey's with us. Hello? Uh-oh.
Jeff.
Hey, guys, it's me, Jeffrey. I'm thankful for you.
I'll get him up in a second.
Anyways.
The website decided to crash right in that moment. Or more likely it's my Wi-Fi, which I'll fix right now. You can join us on the show. All you have to do is send a dispatch. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your dispatch. You can do a video dispatch if you want to get wild with things so we can see into your world. That's always welcome. Again, do them over on the website. We'll have to skip those for the moment. Right now, I want to tell you about a website that is the center of a lot of terrible things. This is bad in so many ways. It's a website called pump.fun. And brace yourself, because I'm about to bring you to the world of pump.fun. If you've heard of the streaming world, maybe you know the websites where we live stream the show. Every day when we're live, you can watch us on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie or twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie, right? You probably know that those sites exist, and maybe you've seen somebody streaming at some point in time. Then there's other sites on the periphery, like kick.com, where sometimes some pretty terrible stuff happens, and it's kind of the wild, wild west for streaming. And you probably don't want your kids going to that website. Then, even further out, is something called pump.fun. And this is from Gizmodo. Listen to what they say at this website. In the trenches of the live stream meta, one man reigns supreme. Live streaming from a sparse room in California, a Trump 2024 flag pinned above a mattress on the floor, Trevi freebased. So he's doing drugs. He freebased using a birthday candle sticking out of a woman's backside to heat up the drugs. I made a wish, he said after he inhaled the drugs. He wished for all the drugs he could ever want. Trev was live on a website called pump.fun, trying to make a new meme coin he created go to a high market cap. On this website, what you do is you launch a cryptocurrency, a meme coin, and the whole point of it is to stream something crazy to get people to buy that meme coin and then make money somehow. And it's not just this one weird guy. There's all kinds of stuff going on. People are streaming the kinds of things that are normally taboo on the mainstream internet. One dev is sitting on a toilet until his coin reaches a $50 million market cap. This is the S-word coin. That's his. And if the timer behind him is to be believed, he's been there for 82 hours on this toilet, just sitting there. There's a guy who smokes meth on stream. A drunk lawyer who gives really bad legal advice that degenerates the longer the stream goes on. And a guy promising not to sleep until his coin hits a $10 million market cap. There is, of course, sex and all sorts of other things, but they say this is a ticking time bomb. It's going to get even worse, they think. Totally unregulated, no moderators, just absolute insanity.
Wild World Web.
It does say when you first click onto pump.fun, how it works. Pump prevents rugs or rug pulls.
Yeah, that's like a scam for those of you who don't know about cryptocurrency.
By making sure that all created tokens are safe. Each coin on Pump is a fair launch with no pre-sale and no team allocation. Step 1, pick a coin that you like. Step 2, buy the coin on the bonding curve. Step 3, sell it anytime to lock in your profits or losses. Step 4, when enough people buy on the bonding curve, it reaches a market cap of 100K. Step 5, 17K of liquidity is then deposited in radium and burned.
I don't trust
So
any.
don't care about the content, just making sure we have proper coins.
There's people doing vile things on your website. I don't know that I trust this. Or can you see if there's people live streaming, Zealand?
Look at my screen right now. This is just pump.fun.
There's stuff moving around everywhere.
Yeah. I have no clue what's going on.
The screen is shaking. There's like lights flashing and stuff. Are there anybody streaming? Is there anybody who's currently streaming on the website? Because I'm being careful. I'm trying to stay away from it.
Turn off the animations. This is annoying. How do you find if somebody's streaming?
I don't know. I've never been there before this very moment here. But this is pump.fun is the website where this is all going down. Bootsy Moonshine on Twitch says, that website is chaotic. It's got big 90s vibes. 90s energy, like a MySpace page or something with everything moving around on there. Well, let me know what you find as you dive in, C-Lane. And we'll go over to Jeffrey finally to see what he actually said.
Hey, guys. Just an FYI, I've been in the glass business for almost 30-plus years. And we have this happen constantly all the time with sliding glass doors. Because
that's bad.
and they're insulated. You have two pieces of glass that are put together to make that insulated window, and they constantly blow up when it's cold inside, hot outside, or vice versa. So not only does it happen with auto glass, but it also happens a lot more with sliding glass doors that have to be tempered by law. So anyway, just letting you know, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.
Can we maybe rethink this tempered glass thing? It seems like there's some issues with the tempered glass. If it's exploding, if we've got people sliding glass doors that are just bursting and their cars, the windshield's exploding.
You're going to wait till it's like a serious problem. No, it's just people talking about it.
It seems a little serious, but until it happens to a celebrity, we'll probably bury it, kind of put it under the rug until then. Okay, we want to hear from you. Everything's back up and running. It was actually my Wi-Fi, not the website, but it's back up, good to go, and we're ready to hear your glorious voice. So eke on over for Thanksgiving and say hello to us. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. See anybody streaming, C-Line, or is it just all flashing stuff on?
I can't tell where to find the streams.
Yeah, it should be obvious, I would think. But
have you bought your coin that's totally secure thanks to that website?
Yes. No. Definitely above board. Definitely. No problems with any of this.
No rugs.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the oldest man in the world, John Tinniswood. He's been introduced to planet Earth, and we'll see what's going on with him. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Lost Christmas Eve. 2 shows December 14th at the Kia Center. Get tickets at livenation.com or win them at realradio.fm/contest.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Authorities and emergency crews are clearing up a couple accidents around the area. Keep in mind, move over and slow down if you see any on I-4 eastbound near the beach line, on I-4 westbound before Ivanhoe Boulevard. Bumper-to-bumper traffic there on Florida's Turnpike southbound, south of Hancock Road. The left lane is partially blocked. On State Road 429's off-ramp to Florida's Turnpike, that is partially blocked due to an accident. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. You may have heard Wawa has pizza, but did you know that Wawa has pizza at a really great price? Right now, get a personal size 14 or 16-inch Wawa pizza for just $6, $8, or $10. Gotta have a Wawa.
The Daytona 500 is a race where victory is life-changing and career-defining. Every moment means more here, creating a significance and unpredictability that amplifies the experience for both the drivers and fans alike. Don't miss the 67th running of the Daytona 500 on Sunday, February 16th at Daytona International Speedway. Your chance to win tickets now at realradio.fm/contests. For ticket information on the 2025 Daytona 500 and Speed Weeks presented by Advent Health, log on to www.daytona500.com or call 1-800-PIT-SHOP.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Get up to a 30% upfront bonus to use for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year to help grow your retirement income. Whether you're in retirement or will be retiring within 10 years, Trajan Wealth can offer some of the highest guarantees in the business. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know no one wants to work forever. We all need to retire someday, and I know you've worked hard for your money. So now is the time to guarantee it. Take advantage of up to a 30% upfront bonus for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't woulda, shoulda, coulda. Get up to a 30% bonus just for opening an account, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't leave your retirement to chance. Retire the right way, the Trajan way, with Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Can you imagine rising for work before the crack of dawn? Tending to hundreds of acres of land before dusk? Well, that's what happens on more than 44,000 Florida farms every day. Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family. And you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop, or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
If you're a business owner, driving sales is a priority. And the formula for marketing success? It's reach times response rate equals results. And no platform reaches the customers your business needs like radio. At iHeartMedia, we provide unmatched reach through our radio stations, podcasts, and digital streaming platforms. Maximize your results by driving response from our massive audience. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Don't wait. Holiday shopping has already started. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What's up, everybody? It's Peter Schrager. We're back for The Season with Peter Schrager. In each episode, I'm going to take you inside and behind the scenes of the conversations that happen at the highest levels of NFL franchises. We're bringing the top GMs, top coaches. We're going to give you the story behind the story that you're probably not getting anywhere else. Each week, I'll bring you conversations on the inside and give you the chance to get to know your favorite personalities in a different way. Listen to The Season with Peter Schrager on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Season to start listening.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
New South Window lives southern weather. We prioritize keeping your family and your home comfortable all year round. That's why our energy-efficient windows and doors are made, installed, and guaranteed for life.
Save 35% off. Visit newsouthwindow.com/radio.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
World, hope you didn't get knifed when going to the grocery store to try to get a little bit of gravy or whatever it is you're shopping for. I want to make sure everybody's all right out there. And you can join us on the show today. How do you do that? Well, we call them dispatches, and you can send yours an audio or video dispatch by going to thenewsjunkie.com right now. I see so many stories out because, as you know, Sabrina and C-Lane, this is a huge travel weekend. A lot of people flying, a lot of people going to the airports, and it's going to be pandemonium there. And I see this every single time. And they say, here's what you're supposed to do. Don't be that guy at the TSA airport security checkpoint, this story says from KTLA. And they give you all of these suggestions on what to do to be the right person at the TSA checkpoint. The problem is most people suck at TSA. Now, if you're smart, you go the pre-check route, which I still have not done.
Oh, it's the best.
I'm not smart. I'm not on the smart list. But pre-check is obviously superior because you're just cruising on through. But if you got to go through regular old poro TSA, then what you got to do is the quick flip. All right? The quick flip, you're paying attention, and when you're in line, and you're right about to get up and get your little plastic container to put your stuff in, right then you very quickly pull off both of your shoes, take off anything you need to take off, put all of the things in the buckets that you need to, get all your devices out, all of that at once, and push it through and go through TSA. So many people, they're in the back of the line. They already got their shoes off. They're undressing halfway through the line.
But it's those same people that have already undressed, but they're not taking out the external batteries or the iPad, and that's what's holding everything up.
Or they
Like,
have
nope,
a
that needs
thermos
to be
full of
a separate bin, please.
Yeah, they got a big thermos full of fluid. They're not following the 311 thing for liquids, and it doesn't have to be that hard. We were promised that we weren't even have to do the shoe thing a long time ago, but we're still doing that. It just
Wait,
it
pre-check, I thought you didn't have to do shoes.
No shoes for pre-check.
No, just for the regular folks that go through. You don't have to do all these things. They're like, make sure you're preparing yourself in line and you're getting all ready. You know what to do. You've never flown before. You know what the rules are. Get there on time. That's rule number one for swimming pool fun. Get there on time at the airport, please. I've run afoul of that before. I've been the guy running through the airport to try to get to the gate in time. It's not hard to not do that. So make sure you get there. I ran through the airport one time because I had to get to a business meeting, and I was going full speed, and one of my Converse flew off, and I kept going.
Okay.
Bye, Converse. To the gate. I'm like hobbling with one shoe. And I get to the gate, and the lady's like, too late. It's already shut down. I had to go back in shame and get my other Converse.
It's so embarrassing running through the airport, too.
It is, too.
It's not a normal run like around a track or something, but it's your body looks different.
Yeah.
Your body looks different, and it's very clear.
Well, because you got your luggage, too, sometimes.
But you're also like, I think you're trying not to look like you're running despite running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything's kind of hitting each other. You're trying to dodge some people. My favorite is the folks that just stop in the middle of the walkway.
Oh, my God.
It's the same at theme parks. Like, they'll just stop.
That makes me melt down.
Move off to the side.
Every once in a while, you're in the airport and you see one of the shops there and you go, who would need to be at an airport and buy shoes? And then you have Sean Wasson. I was running through it. I lost my Converse and I kept going.
I'll tell you what the problem is you got these airport NPCs, and they're exactly like Sabrina said. They're always just kind of wandering around, and they're like walking backwards into you. They're never paying attention.
Kids.
Yeah, they're like kids are all running around in each direction. They're a couple of people, but they take up like this insane amount of space because of how NPC they are. Oh, God, it drives me crazy. Ran on YouTube says, every airport is different. Some you leave your shoes on. Some you can leave laptops in the luggage. TSA acts like they're all consistent, but they're all different.
That's 100% true because I've been, sometimes I like hesitate because I go, are we taking everything out? Are we taking some of the things out? When we went to Jamaica, there were a couple times where the guy was like, just throw it in there. just toss it. It's fine.
I've been to some airports. What was it? Morningtown, Pennsylvania. Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you don't remember that classic song? Now we're living here in Morningtown.
Their newspaper is called the Allentown Morning Call. So I switched them up there. That's what I was going to visit. And I go to Allentown, and then I'm going to fly out. and the airport is so small. I go up to the TSA, and there's nobody there. And I go, hello? And the guy's like, oh, yeah, just come over here, man. Come over here. And how you doing? It's just me and him. There's nobody else. And it's like, you forget that there's airports like this. It's a whole different experience. All right, we want you to tell us what's going on for your travel break here for Thanksgiving. And let us know if you've ever had any huge airport meltdowns like this. Send us a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com where we talk about the oldest man in the world. And what's that? News just coming in? The oldest man in the world has died. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yep, that is not good news.
Seems to be the pattern.
Yeah, that's how it works. World's oldest man, John Tinniswood, has died at 112 years old. Man, oh man. He was born in Liverpool in 1912, the year the Titanic sank. That's when this guy was born. He was a lifelong Liverpool Football Club fan, and he was born just 20 years after the club was founded. He died at a care home. And according to the Guinness Book of World Records, he was the oldest man alive. His last day was surrounded by music and love, they said. And let's hear. I think they're going to talk about him in the Sky News reports. Let's tune in.
Now, a bit of breaking news to bring you. The world's oldest man is no more. He's died at the age of 112. John Tinniswood was born in Liverpool on August the 26th, 1912. Became the world's oldest living man in April. He died on Monday at his care home in Southport, apparently surrounded by music and love, according to a statement released by his family.
Looks like a nice old guy.
He told the Guinness
when you become the oldest man alive, you don't have a whole lot of time to celebrate that win.
It's a short run. He got it, what did they say, in April or something?
Yeah.
And then just this many months later, that's it. You're no longer going to be the oldest. It goes to somebody else. And they give them
don't
the Guinness
announce
book.
it. Or we need to start doing some statistics.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as they announce, like there's now a new oldest person, when the news gets it, how long until they die?
It's not long. It's quick. It's sometimes
John,
weeks.
this is like maybe the fourth one they've said in the month, and the next day they die or day up.
This happens a lot on this show. Absolutely a lot. This guy is just the latest in line.
That he felt no different when he turned 112.
Why are you laughing?
He was born in the year that the Titanic sank, lived through both world wars. He retired from his job as an accountant in 1972.
Retired in 72. Damn.
52 years in retirement. Hope he'd planned for that.
There you go. That lady's a little trolly. She's like,
hope you planned for it before you died.
I hope you weren't broke, you old loser. God. Die earlier.
Bet you weren't expecting to live so long.
That seems a little strange. All right, let's check in with you. Let's get the temperature of the room, see how you're doing. Maybe you're ready for Thanksgiving. Sometimes you guys do a little trolling. We'll see. Real Jake is saying that he's thankful for something, so let's hear. Hello?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Real Jake here.
Okay.
I just want to give you things I'm thankful for is one thing I'm thankful for you guys.
All right, thank you.
You're really going to get through the afternoon. But also, I'd like to really be thankful for is the cardiac surgeons over at the Event Health off of Rollins Avenue. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today.
What?
Because at one time, I was on death's door. My heart was going bad, and they fixed it for me. And today, I feel better now than I did 5 years ago.
Oh, that's good.
Thankful, and thanks to anybody else out there. Hope you have all good Thanksgiving.
All right. Well,
I was thinking about that. When they do like the bypass surgery and they clear out your clogged arteries.
Yeah.
Is that like
brand new heart?
I was going to say clean slate.
Good to go. Yeah.
Just leave the hospital, go on a red meat-a-thon.
Your doctor goes, have at it. You're good. You got some time now. That would be nice if that was the case. Let's see what else we have here. Here's Sinister with the dispatch.
Hi, junkies.
Uh-oh.
Just wanted to chime in on the exploding tempered glass.
Yeah.
I had a pie pan full with a full apple pie that just came out of the oven and set it on the stove, walked out of the room, thank God, and it exploded, pie and all. There was glass shards all over my kitchen, melted into the carpet, covered everything. Thank God I wasn't in there. So it's not just windows. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Ciao.
It's everything is exploding. Glass is exploding everywhere. And use a lot of glass. You do a lot of cooking for Thanksgiving. Be careful. I'm not saying it's going to happen to you. I certainly hope it does not. But it's a little frightening to see this. over to Skyrave with a dispatch.
Hey, y'all. I'm thankful for nature, for family, for consciousness, for love, and for y'all. I hope everyone has a stellar holiday. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Look at that. Good vibes on a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm a big fan. Okay, we want to hear from you as well. You can send yours over. If you're 112 years old, like our man John Tinniswood.
Actually, he can't send one.
Oh, damn, he's dead. Yeah, he won't be able to send us a dispatch. But we will take one from somebody who's just around that. So if you're over 100 years old, have we ever gotten a dispatch from somebody over 100 years old?
I don't believe so.
That's my white whale next year. That's what I want.
Well,
my white whale for 2025 is a
based
person
on
over
this
100.
last story and what we revealed, I don't know if they want to send it.
Yeah, they're going to die anyway. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. We don't have any power over that.
But send
we
your
might as
dispatch in, please.
Yeah, we might as well hear from them. We might as well give them a little chance on the stage before end times. So if you're over 100, that's my white whale for 2025. I need to hear from somebody via dispatch that's over 100 years old. Or just you, whoever you are. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on yours right now.
You joked about thawing the turkey on the roof. Somebody on the texting service said, our turkey in 40-degree Cleveland is on our back porch.
Really? Just hanging out outside, the sun kind of having at that thing?
Sure.
I guess it's fine, right? When it's that cold, it's not like a huge deal. And as long as it's wrapped up and stuff, it just seems kind of strange. When we come back, we're going to hear from you. And also, we're going to talk about somebody else who's going to be having a very, very weird and uncomfortable Thanksgiving. What's happening? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
How do you guys sit when you relax? I sit like a woman because I cross my legs lengthwise, knee over knee. You son of a bitch. I hate Jack Bradshaw.
I grabbed a pen.
Yeah, you grabbed a pen so you can make it time so that you can pull I sit like a woman. Yeah. And I just gave it to him again.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for an accident on State Road 429 southbound before Longwood Markham Road. There's a couple earlier accidents to keep an eye out for. Keep in mind, move over and slow down if you see emergency vehicles or police activity. I-4 westbound before Ivanhoe Boulevard. I-4 eastbound near US 27. There's an accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound near Hancock Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
Looking for a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday? Go straight to the source, Lenovo.com, and get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Ooh, should we get an app?
Appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds, all for $100 off. That's $100 off when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Hey guys, due to the recent storms in Orlando and Tampa, SolarSource has their first ever bulk order discounts on solar battery systems like I got. I love them. Discounts starting at $1,000 off solar battery systems. They're Tesla powerful walls, and they're awesome. The lowest price they've ever seen at SolarSource. Sales are currently planned to run through December 31st, so get them now. It's solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
This safe driving message is brought to you by the Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt and JustCallMo.com. Whether it's the holiday season or any season, Mo encourages you to be considerate of other drivers and especially watch out for motorcycles. It's a busy time of year. Tourists are everywhere. Remember that someone is counting on you, so so arrive safely. Saving 30 seconds that can cost you everything is simply not worth it. Injured in an accident? Call Mo at 1-800-CALL-MO. That's 1-800-CALL-MO. Or visit justcallmo.com. Be safe and enjoy this season.
New South Window lives southern weather, and our products are designed to keep the intense heat out and the cool air in. We prioritize keeping your family and your home comfortable all year round. That's why our energy-efficient windows and doors are made, installed, and guaranteed for life.
For a limited time only, save 35% off on New South windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com/radio to learn more.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com. I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office Orlando.
You've got a Pepto predicament, moviegoer.
Hey, I can hear your stomach grumbling.
Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn with extra butter. You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief, so you can focus on the action on the big screen instead of in your stomach. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey guys, I'm Kate Max. You might know me from my popular online series, The Running Interview Show, where I run with celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, and more. After those runs, the conversations keep going. That's what my podcast, Post Run High, with iHeartRadio is all about. Listen to Post Run High on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Post Run High and start listening.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
Awkward for Biden. He's like the lame duck president. He's just sitting there waiting for the next person to come in. And I swear to you, I saw a video, and it's Biden sitting at this event. I think it was from yesterday. Biden sitting there just hanging out, and he goes, "I got fired." And Cyndi Lauper's "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" is blasting in the background. And I'm like, what is going on?
He said, "I got fired"?
He's like, he looks at somebody, he's like, "I got fired." And then he's just sitting there with his music just blasting in the background. I'm like, this guy he's done. He's checked out. Maybe we should expedite this whole process, huh? All right, I mentioned this before, but I want to bring this up again because it continues to happen, and I think it's an interesting phenomenon. Now, I don't believe either of you watch Yellowstone, right?
I watch it.
You do watch Yellowstone
Yeah.
still?
We watched it last night.
Not one lick. Not one lick. I'm sorry.
You never watched any Yellowstone at all, Sabrina?
No.
Okay. Yellowstone's a great show. It was super enjoyable. We watched, I think, the first 3 seasons or something before we kind of fell off of it a bit. But people love it. It was going gangbusters in the ratings. And then there apparently, behind the scenes, became a lot of friction between Kevin Costner and the creators of the show Yellowstone. Now, Kevin Costner was the main dude. He was the main character, the patriarch of the family and all that, and very key to Yellowstone. And tiny spoiler here, if you haven't seen the new season, you probably knew about this, but because they didn't have an agreement for him to come back, he was killed off in the first episode.
Though randomly, I noticed last night that his name is still in the credits as executive producer.
Oh, is it really? They must have had some sort of agreement.
Yeah.
They must have had something that they locked down on a contract. So they kill him off in a kind of brutal way, number one. And then now, since then, and I'm not going to say this part because I don't need to tell you the details. I could be more vague about it. Since then, they've been chipping away at the prestige of his character. And it just feels so personal. So, for instance, there was something in the last episode, I believe, of Yellowstone where they revealed a thing about Kevin Costner's character that makes him look terrible. That makes him look really bad.
But I thought it was all stuff you already knew.
This was a new thing. In the latest episode, there was something that they revealed that made him a bad person, a terrible human being for doing this. And they just start finding things around his house or around different places where he's been. And they'll take these little digs at the character so that not only is he not on Yellowstone anymore, but all that buildup that they gave you, they're now going to be like, actually, he was terrible. Actually, he was an irredeemable human being. He was a bad person. You shouldn't even like that character anymore. Shame on you for liking him to begin with. And they keep kind of popping at this character and making it worse. The Step of Peace says, stop spoiling it for us, Sean. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm only going to tell you that there's things they're doing that take his character on Yellowstone and they make him more unlikable. And I know that the guys who created this show who don't like him, that are fighting with him, are like, let's just drag his name through the mud. Like, you want to make it so they find some like terrible content in his possession somewhere. Maybe he was into some real disgusting things.
That would be. Oh, I think that would be where people that are fans of the show go, all right, you've ruined it.
Yeah, it's over. You guys have separated. Move on. Don't kill the character's whole vibe off. I don't think you need to do this kind of stuff. But I didn't know you were still on Yellowstone and watching it.
Last night we watched, it airs on Sundays, right? Mm-hmm. So we watched Sunday night's episode. Real good. Are you caught up?
No, we're way behind. Okay. I've just seen some of the newer stuff that's come out, and I've seen him. They keep asking him, have you watched the episode where they kill off your character? Have you watched it? And Kevin Costner's like, no. I'm not running to watch the episode where they kill off this character that I worked on for all of these seasons. I don't have any interest in doing that.
No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. That guy loves him some cowboy stuff, man. He loves all the cowboy things.
And then it seems like Sheridan is not a one-note, one-trick pony.
Yeah.
But all of his tricks are in that same little realm.
Yeah.
Because all of the shows that he's doing now, it's like Billy Bob Thornton is Landman. And you're like, what the hell? And it also still looks good.
Yeah. You want to hate it, but then you go, son of a bitch.
Here's one thing I have not gotten on board with. Either of the two Yellowstone spinoffs. They have great casts in them. Harrison Ford is in one of them. Love him. And just can't bring myself to like dive into that, which is weird because I was like really amped about it for Better Call Saul, but for Yellowstone, it's just been like, all right, I get it. We're just gonna hear more about the Duttons and fighting for land and Native Americans and
Eric F on YouTube says he was sleeping with sheep. Basically, that's what they're doing with the character afterwards. They go, hey guys, he was into some really messed up stuff. We never told you any of this for all the seasons when we wanted you to hero worship. But hey, now, just so you know, Mr. Dutton was a terrible human being.
Executive producer.
Yeah, it's a weird way to take shots at somebody. And it seems kind of unfair, honestly. It's like taking shots at somebody who's not there in any way to defend themselves. So what do you think? If you've been following that, let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and give us your thoughts.
Man, if you are into that show, I don't Google it. Don't try to read anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
The New York Post, I mean, they dropped an almost spoiler just in the headline. And you're like,
really?
You're like, okay. I mean, basically just, I don't want to do it. But.
I hate that. I know what you're saying. I hate when they do that because you could be just scrolling and you see it and one thing that would make me so
I'll
mad.
tell you off the air what he says.
Whoa, can't believe
really?
that.
Yeah.
And they put it in the headline?
Yeah, it doesn't say exactly, but yeah.
That's lame. I don't like when they do that. There was a time when on CBS we were watching the dumb show Big Brother. And Big Brother, obviously this reality show that's been on forever, and they all vote each other off and stuff. And Courtney was following them on Instagram, and we didn't get to watch the finale the night that it aired. And they just posted a photo, and they're like, the winner of BB. And it's like, what?
Hey.
What are you doing? Give people at least a hot second, or put it out there with a big question mark over the person's face or something. So it's just not right there. I hate that.
The technology on Instagram, at least I've seen. I think TikTok as well, where it's like, this video is blurred for a reason, like continue anyway.
Yeah, I know they have that on Reddit too.
Don't do it.
You can make it so it's like a government document. It looks blacked out, and then you have to click it to reveal the text so you can hide a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart. That stuff's okay. But when you just put it out there in the headlines, that's not fair for people. All right, let's hear from you. Here's our friend Mo Manji, the realtor, joining us on the show.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. But yeah, Celine, you're right. Taylor Sheridan, he kind of concentrates in like Texas and Mexico. If you look at even his movies, he kind of is in that area in regards to the border and Mexico and Texas story. Shows like Landman, like you said, and The Lioness also. All of them are kind of around the same area. Thanks. Bye.
One trick pony, but so good at the trick. That's what we get. Also, Billy Bob Thornton is back.
Yeah.
He's just out of nowhere, seemingly. He comes back on the scene. We go over to Jackie giving us a TSA hack. All right.
Sean, what you need to do is get global entry. It's good for 5 years, and it's only $100, and it includes TSA pre-check. So it makes leaving the country and coming back a breeze. And if you're really bougie, you get Clear. Clear makes everything run within. I literally get to the drop-off point at Terminal A or B 5 minutes before boarding. Never have a problem.
Wow.
That's the way to travel.
That does sound good.
Yeah, I have mixed thoughts on Clear because I've used it a handful of times. Clear is like only gets you past the ID check part of it, like where they go over your documents and they like scan your passport or your ID or whatever you have, and it's just like hey, you go up and it scans your eyes to confirm your identity. And then you get put in the line that you would get put in once you've gotten past the ID check part. Now you're just in the second half of regular ass TSA. You can combine Clear with pre-check. And then, like, if you only have regular Clear, sometimes they'll put you in the pre-check line, just depending on how busy it is and stuff. But I've never really found Clear to be that big of an advantage for what you pay for it, because it's not that cheap. However, they have trials, cancelable trials all the time, and I have reused the what you call it, the code, because they change the codes all the time, and I've used it over and over again on my same account. So I don't think I've ever actually paid for Clear.
It's crazy that there's so many options now. You used to just go to the airport, and now what are you? Are you TSA pre-check?
We used to go to the airport because my grandmother would go to Cleveland every summer to visit her family, and so we would go to the airport to pick her up from the airport, and we would go to the gate and wait for her to get off the plane.
Yeah,
that was what I remember about the airport.
You can't do that
before
anymore,
I was playing anywhere. Before I was like flying anywhere, we would just go and ride I love to ride the tram and listen to the guy hold on to the handrails and stuff like that.
You would see the families with the signs waiting for their loved one. Yeah, they stopped all of that stuff. Damn terrorists ruin everything. It's unbelievable. We have a dispatch from the ICU coming in just a moment. But first, somebody's going to be having a very sad Thanksgiving. And I'm sure, Sabrina and Celine, you're going to shed some tears for this poor individual, because Sean Diddy Combs will be behind bars for the holidays.
Oh,
I feel terrible
no tears
for him. I just feel so bad. The judge is weighing in on whether or not he's going to flee, and they're looking at like the 15th attempt to get bail for him ahead of Thanksgiving. And it's looking like he's just going to spend the holidays at the jail where he is right now.
Well, yeah.
Of course he is, because he keeps breaking all the rules. You can't do that. You can't call people who are going to be witnesses in the case. You can't use other people's phone logins and stuff to call people you're not supposed to. He's doing all of the dumb things. He's an idiot, this guy. All right, like I promised, let's go to the ICU in a hospital right now. Here's Musical Matt.
Happy Tuesday, News Junkies. I'm just checking in from day 12 of the ICU.
Damn.
Here in Melbourne, Florida, from my brain aneurysm I had after work. That was pretty rough. But I gotta say, thank you, first and foremost, to my beautiful wife, Jessica. I love you, baby.
Damn.
My whole town of Cocoa Beach, the love and support we have received is immeasurable.
Wow, he had an aneurysm, and he's been in the ICU for 12 days now. Musical Matt, we're glad you're seemingly, at least, doing a bit better. And, God, I hope you do even better over the Thanksgiving break. Good luck to you. Here's one last dispatch real quick from our friend Cooch, a video dispatch.
Good afternoon, News Junkies. I think somebody was like watching on a camera nearby me because you're talking about putting Christmas lights in bushes.
He's doing it right now. Be safe, Cooch.
And up along the roof. I was doing both at that point. Who's watching me out there?
We got cameras everywhere, buddy. We got cameras on cameras. And we want to hear from you. Even though we have those cameras, we still need you to record stuff and send the messages in. So go over to the website, thenewsjunkie.com, and record yours now. Somebody is the ultimate Scrooge because in Shrewsbury, England...
They bought all the humbugs?
They have a tombstone there, like old-fashioned tombstone, and it's for Ebenezer Scrooge, like a fictional tombstone that they've had forever. It's an iconic movie prop from the 1984 adaptation of A Christmas Carol, and somebody smashed it to bits. Somebody went over to this thing and completely ruined it. It would bring in tourists, and locals would come over to take a look at Ebenezer Scrooge's tombstone, and somebody just said enough is enough, and they smashed the whole thing to bits and just left it there in ruins. They're investigating to see who was behind it. We'll find out, I'm sure, at some point. All right, yeah, do join us on the show. Send your dispatch right now at thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? 25 days, 25 Christmas movies, $2,500. That could be all yours should you be up to the task of doing what we usually do anyways. The internet sleuths, have uncovered the truth of what you ask, Jay Leno's recent injuries, putting a pin in the aliens and government corruption for now. Plus, on the 13th day of Christmas, will your true love give you a celebrity-signed animal skull? All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast on this Tuesday. And for this morning, there will be areas of patchy dense fog, so be sure to use some caution as you reach your destinations. Otherwise, you'll want the jacket as you get out the door this morning as well. You'll be able, though, to shed the jacket by this afternoon as temperatures heat up. We'll be expecting a high in Orlando of 80 degrees, 81 tomorrow, and 82 for our high on Thanksgiving before a cold front arrives by the end of the week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Total Wine & More. Total Wine & More makes it easy to get everything you need with curbside pickup and delivery. You'll always find what you love and love what you find. Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. Visit TotalWine.com to learn more. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Hey, sweetie, I got you.
iPhone 13?
Yeah, it's from Total Wireless. Ooh, and what's cool, it has...
Super fast 5G and the awesome dual camera system. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I love
you, Dad. Best dad ever.
Get iPhone 13 for just $99 when you switch and buy 2 months of the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. But you better hurry. They'll go faster than you can say.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah.
Total Wireless. We're totally with you. Limited time offer while supplies last. Restrictions apply. Available exclusively in Total Wireless stores. 5G access requires a 5G capable device and a 5G service area.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue. But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. Aha! So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Ever have one of those days where your gut just feels blah?
Ugh, yes.
Occasional bloating or gas could be signs that your gut is out of balance, but Align Probiotic can help. Align 24/7 Digestive Support is a daily use probiotic with a unique strain to help relieve occasional digestive issues. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand. So when you feel the signs, it's time to try Align. Align Probiotic. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We hope your Thanksgiving break, or at least Thanksgiving Day, is good and safe and special and all of that stuff as we head into our Thanksgiving break after the show today. But we will be back on Monday, and then we'll have a nice little run until the end of the year. So buckle up. We're going to have some fun before 2024 is over. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Drums, man.
Drums, man.
Drums, man.
It's the drums, man.
Yeah, no,
the drums. I recognize it right away, man.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day. Hold up.
Hold up is right. You got to work with that mortgage guy, Don. The next episode is brought to you by him, but he's also going to bring you good tidings and joy, especially when it comes to refinancing, buying a first-dream home, debt consolidation, perhaps a reverse mortgage, get some cash back and use it for more Christmas decorations or a bigger turkey. Either way, just know that you're working with someone who has your best interests in mind, who is going to explain the mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was 22 years ago, 2002, this group right here.
System of a Down.
System of a Down
nice.
is right.
Disorder!
Disorder! And they really, on this day, made some disorder indeed. I was hoping that this beat drop would have come sooner, but here we are. It's still building. And on this day, they release Steal This Album, in which they told everyone to steal their album. Which I feel like 22 years ago, they kind of walked so everyone else could run, right?
Yeah.
Steal This Album was called. Medium quality MP3s of their unfinished songs were leaked to the internet, so they said, you know what? No problem. We're going to finish the songs and allow everyone to steal it. So thank you so much to System of a Down.
Good band.
As we move on, in the new internet age, and by that I mean just now, we have Jay Leno. A couple weeks ago. Was it last week? Earlier this week? Depends on when you listen.
It was very recent when he got into another incident here.
And he looked messed up. I mean, he had a huge bruise on his face. I believe he was missing a fingernail. He explained one thing. Some people did not believe it, but the folks over at Reddit, a sleuth, they call him, uncovered the truth behind Jay Leno's brutal injuries, and I'm here to share.
All right, I'm listening.
Now, fans had suggested that Leno had instead been beaten up instead of what he claimed was a tumble down a hill, as one does. Unfortunately, the truth is often far less interesting than reality. But here we go. A Reddit user explains exactly where and how Jay Leno suffered these major injuries. The Inside Edition reporting was lazy, said the Reddit user. They showed a picture of the incorrect hillside Jay Leno fell down. So I did some of my own journalism to bring you the accurate story. Accurate all day.
Why do we got to rely on these people? You know, the journalist could have been doing this work. We got to rely on a sleuth to get this for us.
This sleuth, by the way, Reddit username, pure-statement-8726.
All right. I trust him already.
He was staying at the Hampton Inn in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, because he was performing later that day in the Palace Theater in downtown Greensburg. Many people are confused as to why he'd be staying at a Hampton Inn, but that's one of the only hotels in the Greensburg area.
Yeah, it's probably a small town, right?
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
The only other option would have been an hour drive away in Pittsburgh. Jay wanted to eat at the nearby Dino's Sports Lounge, popular eatery. That specializes in what, you may ask?
What?
Buffalo chicken wings.
These small towns are something else, man.
The fact that he has all this information. So,
he was at the Dino?
So that's prior to the show. To walk to Dino's Diner, he'd either have to walk 750 feet on the road, not a mile, or
went
half,
to
as
Dino's Diner for a Dino Diner?
and wings. Or he could shave off 350 feet if you walk down the grassy hillside. Jay noticed a dirt path worn into the hillside, as common around the Pittsburgh area. I mean, I could keep going because he really did the deep diving.
So he just tumbled down this hill, making a little shortcut, basically.
He did the measurements. He looked on the Google Maps, and I guess just adding the measurements of the 60 feet versus the 350 he could have done without tumbling down a hill. That's just the cherry on the top of this entire deep dive. If you'd like to read it yourself, of course.
He's just an accident-prone guy. I feel bad for him.
He's getting older, man. And remember, as you get older, bruises look more intense.
I'll tell you what. I oh, my God, I must have said something very bad. I was going to say, I'm glad the lady won't be alive when I'm older.
Oh, my God.
I didn't mean it that way. If I was, like, in my 80s or something, she would be the death of me. In the kitchen, she's in between my legs all the time in front of me. I'm always tripping and falling over the dog. It would kill me if I was old.
Lexi does that too.
It's unbelievable.
Luna has been doing that for me.
I'm worried she's going to do it while I'm holding the baby one day, and it's just going to be a whole thing.
Carl can do that too, even though he's small. He could still get up in between your legs, and then you'll fall over.
Yes, that's true. But Luna is the one that, like,
she does it more.
She does it on purpose, I feel. And then if she is in front of me, she walks slow too.
Yeah.
And I love her so much, though. I know you're listening, Looney.
Dallas Sandro on YouTube says, Sean said these little towns are weird because they have restaurants with chicken wings. What the F did I just hear?
What?
No, I'm saying small town America is so different. When he has to stay at a Hamptons Inn because there literally aren't other options. That's the place where Jay Leno, even the richest guy in town and the poorest guy, are probably going to stay at the same place because you don't have a lot of options. Where do you go to eat?
Then why
There's only
book
one
the
place.
Gig there.
Dino's Diner is the place you go to eat when you're in this spot. These small towns are tiny. There's not a lot of stuff to do. It's just an interesting, different world.
So when you get older, you fall more, and you also don't give a lot of Fs. And that seems to be the case with Mr. Denzel Washington, who has allegedly spent the Gladiator 2 press tour not giving a damn.
What's he doing?
Most recently admitted to shooting dope during the presser there.
All right.
So he's having a blast. I think that when they first started, we played a clip of Denzel yelling like at somebody, a paparazzo, for screaming at him. And he's like, "You're going to get this now, or I'm not going to effing talk to you." Does this ring any sort of bells?
I don't remember
Perfect.
this.
Just take my word for it.
Yeah, I'll take your word.
But they say, as he continues, I guess the latest example of this not giving any Fs was him admitting to shooting dope on the red carpet. The past dope habit, just one of the many headlines he's produced in recent weeks. This is at the London premiere of Gladiator 2. By the way, have either of you seen it yet?
No, I have not.
What's the plan here? You going to do it or wait until it hits the TV?
I don't know. It's kind of long.
You know,
I never saw the first one.
Oh, I would have to rewatch.
And I'm also not one of these guys that's obsessed with like Rome and all the like. It's not
Roman
really in my
Empire.
world. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think about that very much myself. Just
Apparently,
personally.
those guys are having a real issue that he doesn't have a British accent as well. I saw that
in the movie,
in a couple of the videos, and it's like,
dude. He's
nobody
Denzel Washington.
knows.
I'm not going to question Denzel Washington's acting. I'm sure he does a fine job.
So he was apparently told one of the venue's security guards, urging him to make his way inside because King Charles had arrived, that he makes his own rules. So now he's playing character within the premieres. Other hilarious moments from Washington's recent press tour include him detailing how he got into character to play Macranius.
All right.
I'll go with that. And that he kissed another male actor on the lips, but the scene was cut from the film. That was a big back and forth, and he eventually took that back. And then at one point, he said that he never got strung out on coke, never got strung out on hard drugs. Here's the direct quote: "I shot dope just like they shot dope, but I never got strung out, and I never got strung out on liquor," end quote.
Oh, all right.
So thank you so much. That's
Quick
exactly
question.
how
Seems
the
like he's
Roman
really
emperors
trying
did
to
it.
convince you he didn't get strung out on
But
anything.
I feel like he got strung out on dope.
You guys might be the perfect people to answer this for me. Just very quickly. When I was younger, I always
when
knew.
you were a young warthog, thank you.
When I was a young warthog, indeed, I always knew dope to be like heroin. And that's what I always thought it was. And they're like, this guy's doing dope. But then when I was in my teens and I used it, people were like, what an idiot. This guy doesn't even know what it is. Dope is marijuana.
No.
Was there like a crossover at some point where it changed?
It's been used for both.
There was a blurry area at some point, right in the middle. But I don't.
Now is it marijuana?
I think now it's more heroin than anything. However, back in the day, like adults, parents or something would say, "Oh yeah, I heard he's been smoking dope." That would, if you were saying smoking dope, I think you meant weed. Yeah. But like dope addicts, that's heroin.
It's
weird that
words.
I know I've said the same word both, for both.
Yeah. But I also use dope a lot in the sense
Which
of
one?
I say that's dope.
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought, for a second there, I thought I wanted to define which version.
I would
you were
hope that after all the time that we have spent together, I mean, just like 4 hours a day at the very least for the last 12 years, that you guys would notice if I was on heroin.
Probably, but we could have secrets from each other. Sealane's probably got some stuff in his closet.
Very functional heroin user right here.
I wouldn't be.
We should do
away.
one show on heroin and see how that turns out. Just kidding.
Nodding off.
Just one day, as of this writing, Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne. Did you guys see that at all? I didn't mention it on the next episode the last couple of weeks, but they campaigned against trophy hunting. They want to ban it altogether.
Okay.
The next day, after they released some shirts that were like, "It's me, Ozzy. I'm Sharon, and this is the shirt that we're going to make profit." I mean, put money towards banning of trophy hunting.
All right.
Ted Nugent comes into play, and he's now selling signed skulls.
Oh, my God.
As a battle against Ozzy Osbourne. Stocking stuffer, anybody? So Ted Nugent listed 10 signed white-tailed deer skulls for sale at how much a piece? He signs them. They're also dead deer skulls.
I don't know. He seems like a guy with a lot of dead deer skulls. I'm going to say $500 a piece.
$500. Now, I'm sorry, give you the caption a little bit?
Yeah.
Each skull is from a deer that Ted tagged with his bow and arrow from his property in Michigan. Each is unique and one of a kind. Want to go a little bit?
More, 5,000.
Okay.
1,000.
$1,750 could be yours. Trophy hunting, baby. That is not the note I wanted to leave off of. I'll tell you that much. But I hope everyone has a lovely Thanksgiving holiday. Thankful for all of you and your ears and your support. Thankful for Christopher Lane and Sean Wasson, as well as their lovely ladies. And thankful for my lovely lady and my dog and my parents and my 2 cats. And I don't know what else to say. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, say it with me, America. Wait for it.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we return, we've got an interesting suggestion via email, a secret hack that somebody has sent in. And we've got to get through jury duty a bit. The update on what happened with the Menendez brothers is on the way. I want to talk about this whole thing with Drake and Kendrick Lamar because I don't understand what the hell is going on.
Again?
There's a thing going on. You know what? We'll get into this next because it's very, very interesting, but it's hard to understand. So all three of us with their brains together can tackle this. We'll see what's happening in that world to keep you up with what's going on in entertainment, what's happening on the streets. We'll keep you up with that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Lost Christmas Eve. 2 shows December 14th at the Kia Center. Get tickets at livenation.com or win them at realradio.fm/contest.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
There's some residual delays southbound on Florida's Turnpike due to an earlier accident now cleared up near Hancock Road, and expect delays due to an accident on the ramp from Florida's Turnpike to I-75. That on-ramp is partially blocked. Multiple lanes are blocked on US 27 southbound near Heller Brothers Boulevard due to an accident. And just travel with caution on the roadways this afternoon. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Early Learning Coalition of Seminole. Every child learns in their own way, and the ELC of Seminole is passionate about sparking meaningful connections. Their school readiness programs support income-eligible families by offering scholarships to programs that foster early learning and development. Get started today at sparkyoungminds.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Magic 107.7.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Yeah, for details, visit MountDora.com. 'Tis the season to be merry. December 6th at 6 p.m. at the 31st Annual Mount Dora Christmas Walk. Brought to you in part by Discover Lake, Advent Health, Duke Energy, and Waterman Village.
MountDora.com for details.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed, all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
Hey guys, Jim Colbert here for Life Imaging FLA. You know, every time I scoot to the table during Thanksgiving dinner, I am thankful for another year of eating wonderful food with family and friends, and that is what life is all about. But if you don't take care of yourself, those will be limited experiences, and that's where Life Imaging FLA comes in with their free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value, and look, what happens is this. They give you a glimpse inside to make sure your heart is healthy. When I got my scan, my heart was fine, but there were other issues we found. Took that to my primary care doctor, and off we go into taking care of me for years to come. And while you're there, it's imperative. Ask about their cancer screening as well. And remember, there are no dyes or injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. The entire process only takes a few minutes. And it's easy to make your appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's right. Dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Guys, make that call today. Take care of your long-term health care with Life Imaging FLA. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from My Heart Media.
Ooh, should we get an app?
Appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This safe driving message is brought to you by the Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt and JustCallMo.com. Whether it's the holiday season or any season, Mo encourages you to be considerate of other drivers and especially watch out for motorcycles. It's a busy time of year. Tourists are everywhere. Remember that someone is counting on you, so arrive safely. Saving 30 seconds that can cost you everything is simply not worth it. Injured in an accident? Call Mo at 1-800-CALL-MO. That's 1-800-CALL-MO or visit JustCallMo.com. Be safe and enjoy the season.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the new.
About the show. Maybe you just tuned in randomly today and you're hanging out. We'd like you to learn a little more, maybe even subscribe to the podcast. And you can do that over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And I got to tell you, Sabrina, Courtney just got back from the grocery store and she says it is pandemonium out there.
I don't understand. It's the same Thursday
I don't get it.
every year.
Everybody's honking. Everybody's angry at everybody else. They're fighting over parking spots.
That's what we're thankful for, right? 'Tis the season.
I don't get it, folks. Just relax. It's going to be Thanksgiving.
I mean, but that's
nice.
a lot for you to say when you're not cooking.
I understand. I'm not doing the cooking and I'm not doing the work, but I still think we could all come together and say, it's the Thanksgiving break here. Let's give each other a little bit of a break. And let's give each other a little bit of grace and not honk at everybody out there. And she says that she didn't make any mean faces, which I seriously doubt, and that she didn't honk at anybody. And Courtney, her honk trigger finger is way too tightly wound.
Okay.
All the
not
time,
a supportive phrase on your end.
All the time I'm in the car and I'm like, oh, God. She hit the horn and the person's looking around and they're screaming and she'll rationalize it. She'll go, they were doing something wrong. And I honked my horn and I go, yes, but what you're not factoring in is crazy people who might have like a gun in their car.
Well, that's why you have to, and I can't assume what Courtney's honk range is.
It's short.
But you got to do there's the light wrist tap. That's an indication like, hey, light turned green, bud. Hey,
she's going, ah! And she's laying into the thing.
She's slamming.
Yeah, she said she didn't do it for Thanksgiving. I'll believe her. I'll believe her. But she, for my taste, she goes to the horn a little too quickly. Now, I have my limits. If there's a green arrow and nobody's moving and 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi is now I'll tap the horn a little bit.
Oh, tap.
She's right away. She's, and I go, oh my God, we're going to die out here. She just says,
we're not going to die because you're protecting her, right? No.
How am I going to protect her? Some loon with a gun comes out shooting at everybody. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. We've had people literally, when we've honked at them, got out of the car and tried to attack the car before.
Why didn't you guys drive away? You just waited?
It was a lady. I was stuck behind her. She was at the stop sign and she was sitting at the stop sign, just not moving at all at the stop sign, like it was going to turn into a go sign at some point. And I go, and this crazy bitch gets out the car. You mother! And she's screaming. She starts hitting the hood and smacking the window. And I'm like,
she had a bad day. It was the wrong day to honk at her.
Then I made a little mistake-a-rooney, as I'm known to do. And I look out the window and I go, calm down. And I'm like, ooh. She's even more bad now. She's smashing into the car. Jesus, this is insane out here. All right, Thanksgiving. Try to be patient with each other is the overall message here. And now it's time for me to call
down.
out. I'm going to call out some fake news. All right? I'm going to call out some fake news on Thanksgiving break.
Fake news alert.
I need your help to do this. All right, here we go. I am tasking you. We'll start with you, C-Lane. Okay? I am tasking you to put together a Thanksgiving dinner. You have to make Thanksgiving dinner for 10 people.
All right.
How many children?
2 kids and 8 adults. 8 adults, 2 kids.
All right.
And that's what you're looking at here.
Suck for the kids.
How much is this going to cost total for you to do a Thanksgiving dinner for 10 people?
$60.
You think so? You
What?
think? Okay, maybe it's not fake news then. Maybe it's not. What would you say, Sabrina?
For 10 people, $60?
I would have said 180.
Easily.
It's expensive. $60. Oh, wait, hold on.
No,
Are you
I'm
trying?
hand making everything.
Yeah, are you trying to do this as absolutely cheap as possible?
Likely, yeah.
How much are you spending on this Thanksgiving?
I have no clue. The turkeys were free. I haven't bought anything else.
Free turkeys?
How'd you
What
get
the
free
hell's going on?
turkeys?
Everybody gets free turkeys.
Who gets free turkeys?
People that work at theme parks, people that work at big corporations.
Did you
Their bosses give them turkeys and our bosses don't give us any turkeys?
Absolutely.
Unbelievable, man. I don't even know why we do this
Did you
anymore.
get the free turkey handout?
No.
No, he's saying his wife got a free turkey.
Honestly, this is not. I've heard about it's like the hotel industry.
Yeah, it's
hotel,
a work
theme
thing.
parks, like all the major, huge companies tend to.
What you're saying is people whose employers care about them get free turkeys.
How dare you? We got sweaters.
It's nice. All right. Here's what the story says. It says, you may not know it by looking at sticker prices
and
in
the
grocery
person who
aisles.
ordered those sweaters doesn't even work here anymore.
It's so ironic.
But Thanksgiving dinner is more affordable than it's been in years, this story from NBC News says. The cost of this year's holiday feast, estimated at $58.08 for a 10-person gathering, or $5.81 a head, dropped 5% last year. They're saying the average price for a 10-person gathering is $58.
A person.
I'm saying, no, $58 total,
No
$5.81 a person.
way.
I'm saying C-Lane's crazy. I'm saying that there's no way. It's got to be way more expensive than that.
Listen, you already know I have a free turkey.
Sure.
Now I have $58 to do what I wish.
But this is not what I'm asking you. I'm
10
saying
people?
you are C-Lane now in a world where you have no free turkey and no free stuff.
Well, screw you then.
You have to put together a Thanksgiving dinner. Do you think you can literally do that for $60 for 10 people?
Yeah,
I feel you're leaving hungry at that point, right?
Yeah, there's no way. The turkey is at least $20 or so, I would think.
Not at all, not always.
Nasty ass turkey.
Winn-Dixie was selling turkeys for 49 cents a pound at one point in the last 2 weeks.
All right, $10 turkey? We'll just put the turkey at $10.
$8. Okay.
And then you're gonna have everything else that you need to have, from macaroni and cheese to stuffing.
100%. I could probably do it cheaper.
Then $60? That seems crazy to me. I felt like it would be almost $200 to feed 10 people.
And then I think it's also worth mentioning, because you're saying that buying the products, you can do it under $68.
Mm-hmm.
The time that it will take for you to put it all together that feeds 10 people should come into play as well. Because sure, I could go and I can buy some stuff on the buck. Is it going to taste like crap? Very likely. How many hours of my life is this going to take? Is it going to be fun for anybody?
C-Lane, is this $58 Thanksgiving meal for 10, which seems like fantasy world to me, is it going to be good?
Sure, it can.
Okay, so he's doing the smug thing.
I don't know.
What's smug about it?
All right, let's check this out.
Because Sean and I are not cooks. So you're saying, yeah, I could do it, no problem. Explain to us, please, because I cannot wrap my mind around it.
Yeah, the reason I'm throwing a flag on the field here is because every time I go to the grocery store, it's way over that for simple things. Just a handful of things.
Uber Eats, it's more than that.
I went to the grocery store last night and we got potatoes and carrots and like butter and some simple stuff. It was $100.
Wait. Sean said every time I go to the grocery store, it's more than that. And then Sabrina mentioned something more expensive than the grocery store.
What?
You said every time you go to Uber Eats, it's more than that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to be more expensive.
I was just saying a phrase. Guys.
Yeah.
Just go
that's
along
going
with
to
the
be.
thing.
That's going to cost more every single time.
Okay. So, all right. We have, what have we paid right now? We have, how big of a turkey do we need for 10 people?
At least 18 pounds.
Yeah, you need like a 20-pound
what does that
turkey.
article say that you're reading?
It doesn't say what size the turkey is.
20-pound turkey for 10 people?
Would that be enough?
Everybody's eating 2 pounds of turkey?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Do you know what a quarter pounder with cheese is? Have you ever had 8 of them?
Okay.
Am I like Michael Scott with all the vodka bottles right now?
What about when we take out the bones and the guts?
The bones do count. You're right.
All right, hold on. Somebody just mentioned, and I want to keep fact checking here. They said Aldi has a Thanksgiving dinner for 10 for $47. Can we look that up? Aldi Thanksgiving 47. Oh wait, hold on. Just look at Aldi Thanksgiving dinner for 10.
Yeah, because you don't think everyone's going to Aldi.
I want to see if this is doable for 10.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it. Okay, what do they have if you found it, Celine?
All right. Aldi's Thanksgiving dinner serves 10 people for $47. That's $4.70 a person. Here is what included. Here's the full breakdown of the Aldi Thanksgiving shopping list. Butterball turkey, poultry seasoning, sweet dinner rolls, pie crusts, canned pumpkin, sweet potatoes, mini marshmallows, evaporated milk, whipped topping, cranberries, russet potatoes, gravy mix, chicken broth, stuffing mix, celery, fresh green beans, baby. What was that you said?
Never mind.
I was getting a little dyslexia. He didn't even get shells and cheese out right. Shells and keys S word. Well, it was CHIT, but it was soft enough that it needed to be wiped out of there.
I don't know if you were doing your numbers right, man.
This is what Celia was trying to say.
Poo-poo.
Take a look at this. This is what Celia was trying to say. Shells and cheese kit. And he ended up with
shells and cheese.
Shells and cheese S word.
I said shells and keys.
And then we all had a slight moment where like, will that pass as fleeting? Nope, it's being dumped.
Look how bootleg this macaroni and cheese is that you're ending up with.
And tell me that amount is going to feed 10 people? Everyone gets one spoonful and they get to just like wet their lips with, I'm saying it in my head so much that I feel like I don't even want to dance.
Don't do it.
Shells and cheese kit.
It's not enough. It's a tiny little one macaroni thing from some place called Cheese Club, which I've never heard of before. Otherwise, I do think that sounds like a pretty good deal. That's not bad. It's a lot of stuff that you're getting.
See, this article in Eating Well, though, it I want to see the receipt.
Yeah, eating well beyond your means. Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
Now it says Walmart's Thanksgiving dinner deal serves 8 people for $52. So that's more. A little more expensive.
But they keep saying it serves this many, and for some reason, based on that list you gave us, the turkey will serve that many people.
But everything else is going to be too small.
They're giving you just the smallest amount.
Well, the shells and cheese kit is probably on the small side. You might need 2 of those. But like I said, I haven't seen the itemized receipt. So I don't know.
All right. Well, this is what they're suggesting is the average family. But to me, in my head, I thought it's got to cost $200. As a matter of fact, Courtney is only making sides for Thanksgiving dinner over at her parents' house. She's making macaroni and a couple of other things, stuffing and something else. And I said, how much is it going to be? And she goes, probably like $200 for everything. So this must be a totally different world. Either we're talking about the smallest portions you could ever imagine.
She's shaving off some on the side.
She might be.
You give her $200, she makes a really good $80 worth of sides. And then the purse fund.
Purse, yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'll take it. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening where you are. You can join us with what we call a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com to record yours now.
Somebody said Thanksgiving for $10 for $60 is for people you never want to see again.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Here's a little scoop full of your mac and cheese. Here's like one little chunk of potato
and
for you.
And there's some doo-doo in it.
It's going to look like it's in the middle of a recession. It's like a recession Thanksgiving meal is what we're staring at. All right, over to you. Let's go to Sports Johnson with a dispatch.
What up, Junkie Butt? You know, I really am thankful for the News Junkie. You got C-Lane with that all-day just quick wit. You got Sabrina, who is hilarious.
Oh,
and you got Sean.
You just ended there. That was rude. How dare you, sir?
Oh, that was rude.
Well, I'm not thankful for you either, jerk. Over to Bengal STK with the dispatch.
It's delayed.
Oh, I hate driving to Jacksonville for work. I'm sitting here listening to your show, and then right as you get past St. Augustine, almost Jacksonville, it turns into 104.1, the Black Information Network.
Oh, no, different station.
And it is if you have never listened to the station, it is definitely unique, and they say black about 500,000 times every half hour.
Okay, sir, I've got a solution for this, all right? All you have to do is get a little thing called iHeartRadio, and the app is free. It's totally free for you to get. And if you start listening to the show, doesn't matter where you go, you can keep listening. So most cars have CarPlay, and even if you don't have that, you can just blast it right through your speakers, and easy peasy will be with you for the whole ride. So If you don't have it, go get it right now. Go in the App Store, search for iHeartRadio, and listen to one of the stations we're on. Probably put in WTKS if you're listening live. And then there you go. You'll never lose us again, okay?
Black.
Okay. We want to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send a dispatch just like that guy. We got to get into this Drake thing, but it's a little more complex, so we'll skip that for the moment, and we'll talk about this
Start
email.
from the bottom later.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Brandon emails the show. Sean, a little-known secret is that you can actually have your packages delivered to some grocery stores and then pick them up on your way home. People used to do it all the time at the store I worked at. These stores aren't in Florida, but I've heard other stores doing this as well.
Helpful hint. Thank you.
It's actually a smart service for stores to offer. While you're in there, maybe you'll pick up some groceries. On another note, I had a similar experience to your recent liquor store trip. If you missed this morning, I said I went into a liquor store and I saw this guy and I thought he looked like a hobo, but I didn't want to be mean to him because it's Thanksgiving. So I said, "Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to get to the Tullamore right there." And I said, "And have a happy Thanksgiving." And he said, "Oh, you too." And we had a little back and forth and we were talking. And I said, "Have a great day." And the entire time he was stealing a bottle of liquor and had robbed the liquor store and made his way out after that. And he's saying, "I had a similar experience to your recent liquor store trip. Somebody robbed the bank inside a store I was working at in high school. On his way out, I am seen waving at him and telling him to have a nice day. I was called in for questioning, and I had to explain I was just giving quality customer service. They thought I knew the guy, and I was waving him out after his bank robbery."
I mean, that might be a call you're getting soon, Sean.
I did not have anything to do with this guy. The poor dude. And the poor lady at the liquor store just seemed like, there it goes again. Like, oh, they got me again. They do this.
Thanks for distracting him.
With a security guard inside the store. That's pretty brazen to do that. Guy did not care. All right, we'll get more of these piled up and ready to go. We'll get into what's happening with lawyers and Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Even if you don't know anything about music or those people, trust me, it's an interesting twist on the story. D.B. Cooper, the legendary tale. Do we now have some actual information, some real new updates in the legendary story? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
It's literally a short walk. What the hell is wrong with you? Stop being so damn weird. Please.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is slowing down at the ramp junction where Florida's Turnpike meets the beach line. The on-ramp from Florida's Turnpike northbound to I-75 northbound, that is partially blocked due to an accident. There's slowdowns due to an accident on US 27 southbound between I-4 and Ernie Codwell Boulevard. On I-4 in the Lake Buena Vista area, you could expect your regular delays. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
My mom says everyone goes through hard times. Right now, that's my family. But people like you make me smile. Because this holiday, we can have a big meal together as a family. For every $10 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 40 meals and hope when we need it most. Help today at feedhopenow.org.
Ooh, should we get an app?
Appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Truckers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
What's up, everybody? It's Peter Schrager. We're back for The Season with Peter Schrager. In each episode, I'm going to take you inside and behind the scenes of the conversations that happen at the highest levels of NFL franchises. We're bringing the top GMs, top coaches. We're going to give you the story behind the story that you're probably not getting anywhere else. Each week, I'll bring you conversations on the inside and give you the chance to get to know your favorite personalities in a different way. Listen to The Season with Peter Schrager on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Season to start listening.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more, all in just 30 seconds. Now is the best time to get a Bartesian cocktail maker. Shake your phone and save $100 through Cyber Monday. Yes, you heard me correctly. Pick up your phone and shake it for $100 off.
Don Jr. here, guys. Are you receiving letters from the IRS claiming you owe back taxes? As penalties and interest fees pile up, the IRS gives you no clear path to resolution. Don't speak to them on your own. They are not your friends. To reach a team of licensed tax professionals that can help you reduce, settle, and resolve your tax matters, go to tnusa.com and check them out.
Solve your tax problems today. Call 1-800-780-8888 or visit tnusa.com. That's 1-800-780-8888.
Dear Santa.
Dear Santa.
I have been a very good 38-year-old adult.
This year, I would like a Bartesian Premium Cocktail Maker.
It makes over 60 bar-quality cocktails at the push of a button.
I think I've earned a Bartesian.
I didn't cut off anyone in the school pickup.
I made my bed without anyone asking.
I promise I'll share the martinis, cosmopolitans, old fashions, and gimlets.
Even adults love toys at the holidays. Now is the best time to get a Bartesian cocktail maker. Save $100 by visiting Bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2... Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
This safe driving message is brought to you by the Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt and JustCallMo.com. Whether it's the holiday season or any season, Mo encourages you to be considerate of other drivers and especially watch out for motorcycles. It's a busy time of year. Tourists are everywhere. Remember that someone is counting on you, so arrive safely. Saving 30 seconds that can cost you everything is simply not worth it. Injured in an accident? Call Mo at 1-800-CALL-MO. That's 1-800-CALL-MO. Or visit JustCallMo.com. Be safe and enjoy this season.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
And also, if you don't want to, if you're a little shy, maybe you can always email the show with your thoughts on anything. If you want to be anonymous, just put that on top. The tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Courtney was literally adding up her Thanksgiving spend at the grocery store while we were talking about that. And she's making mashed potatoes, stuffing, corn relish, and macaroni and cheese. And it was $115.69. For
How many
those
people?
4 items. I think this is for like 8 people total.
See? So who was the crazy person that wrote that article?
I think this is like a bootleg-ass Thanksgiving. I think it's like bare minimum.
All right, let me get on Instacart and see what I can do for cheap.
You're not getting a whole lot of extra stuff along with it. Let us know what you think with your dispatches. While we go to this, I haven't been following this very closely, but I know that Drake and Kendrick Lamar do not like each other. That's very clear to me. They're not friends, and they write songs about each other, from what I could tell. Songs where they diss each other, and now this has gone to another level. It says, Drake has initiated legal action against Universal Music Group, UMG, and Spotify over allegations that the two companies conspired to artificially inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's song, Not Like Us. So,
how so?
Drake is basically saying, like, the record label and Spotify worked together to make this song seem like more people were listening to it than were. That's his claim. In a filing in Manhattan court, Drake's Frozen Moments LLC accuses UMG, that's the record company, of launching an illegal scheme involving bots, payola, and other methods to pump up Lamar's song, a track that savagely attacked Drake amid an ongoing feud between the two stars. The suit says UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves. This is like a racketeering type RICO case that they're suggesting was going on. I guess they're saying
You have footage of an entire stadium singing along and to every single word.
Yeah,
Is that because of AI manipulation?
Well, maybe it was that they kind of primed the pump a little bit, if he's right about this.
Is that not marketing?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay, aside from him saying payola, because
that is bad.
That would what about what he said happened on the radio?
I don't know. None of that would have been on the radio.
They're saying streaming things and other stuff.
Other method.
What about that was illegal?
This is saying that they were accusing UMG of violating Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, or RICO. They also allege deceptive business practices and false advertising under New York state law. So those are what the things they're claiming, at least, are happening here. Now, I will tell you this. There is no doubt in my mind that in two different worlds, one, streaming, people who stream content like this show, there's a lot of people that use bots to make it look like more people are watching their streams than actually are. And some of the big streamers, there's allegedly like they'll get thousands and thousands of bots that aren't actually people who will be watching the content. I've never understood that mindset. I've always thought that to be such a weird thing. Like, why would you get excited about fake people making it look like more people were watching your stream?
Because they think it's going to lead to actual real people watching your stream. Like, if you were to go to some sort of aggregate that has a bunch of podcasts on it, and you go, well, what's the most popular one?
Yeah.
And you go, oh, it must be Dudes on Dudes because it's got this many streams.
We're going to find out.
If the dudes are just using bots to up the streams just to get to that, to get on the top of that list, then they think, oh, this is going to get more ears on our actual show.
The idea is to lend some legitimacy to the show, going, look, all these other people are watching. Well, that must mean it's good, so I'll watch too. which makes sense. And I know that they do that with music as well. They do bots on Spotify to get the view numbers up.
But that can get you like under the light and give you the initial ears and eyes. But the song skyrocketed because it was good. People liked it. So maybe the marketing, the manipulation can have some backing to it. But as far as like how much it caught on and how popular it became, it's a diss track that went platinum, and that's because it was good.
Yeah, I think people definitely liked it. I'm not giving any merit to what Drake is saying. I'm just saying that they're pushing this idea that there was some kind of manipulation going on here. But I think C-Lane's right. Can't believe I'm saying those words. I can't believe that's coming out of my mouth.
Come on.
I think C-Lane's right about this because if, let's say they did view bots, let's say they did things to make it look like more people were listening to Kendrick Lamar's song. I don't really think any of that is illegal. I don't know that. Is it nice? Is it honest? No, it's a lot of things that are bad, but I don't think it's illegal to fake how many viewers you have on a stream or to pretend like more people listen to your song on Spotify.
You're breaking the law if you say, hey, if you sell advertising based on the fact that you have this many viewers. That would be a deceptive practice that the advertiser could then sue you for if they have paid you based on a result that is falsified. But if you're just the consumer that listened to this podcast because you saw it had big numbers and you find out later it didn't actually have that big of numbers, well, you didn't. It's no sweat off your back. You haven't spent any money on it.
Right.
They haven't done anything illegal yet.
Right. I don't think it's illegal. I don't think anything that they've alleged, at least at face value, is illegal. Could it be against Spotify's terms of service? Yes. Could it be not good business practice? Yes. But like, is somebody going to jail for that? No, that doesn't seem, I don't see anything there that would be against the law or even where you would lose a lawsuit.
But boy, have rap feuds hit another level.
Yeah, then they're in the courtroom.
I think back in the Tupac Biggie days, they would have been like, well, we're going to take you to court for the manipulation using digital marketing.
Well, that's what's happening out there. So you know what's going down on the streets. They're beefing, and it's taken to the courtroom, at least now, with a lawsuit between those two. We'll see what you think. A ton of people are chiming in on a Thanksgiving show. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We hope you're all excited and revved up for the Thanksgiving break, and we want to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and jump in with the rest of the folks sending a dispatch right now. When we come back, jury duty is coming up. Also, we've got an update on the legendary D.B. Cooper story. And if you've never heard of this, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what the story is and what the new information is that might lead into some insight into who this mystery person was. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Dancing naked around your kitchen is a lot better with your best friends.
Seriously.
I mean,
why would you encourage that?
Just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Direct Auto.
Bo Nix and the Broncos continue their AFC playoff push after a big win over the Raiders. With Sean Payton at the helm, Denver is showing you what real head coaching looks like. Bo Nix looks cool, comfortable, aggressive in Payton's offense. And the fact that Denver is 7-5 with Russell Wilson's massive cap hit hanging over their head is pretty incredible. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment to get started, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Down payments vary. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
If you're thinking about getting a Lenovo gaming computer, go straight to the source, Lenovo.com. Why? Because that's where you'll find the biggest savings on great gear, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. The best price on a Lenovo is at Lenovo.com, with PCs up to 56% off. So go directly to the source and save big this holiday. Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main Office, Orlando.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This November, give thanks for the gift of clear vision with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've been serving Central Florida for over 30 years, helping thousands see life in high definition. Don't let poor vision blur your holiday memories. Simply text 1041 to 868686 today and take advantage of their 24-month interest-free financing. Schedule your free consultation now and you could be seeing clearly by Christmas. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades. Text 1041 to 868686 for your free LASIK consultation now.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
You've got a Pepto predicament, moviegoer.
Hey, I can hear your stomach grumbling.
Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn with extra butter.
You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief, so you can focus on the action on the big screen instead of in your stomach. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
It's the 31st annual Mount Dora Christmas Walk, Friday, December 6th. Free family street party in downtown Mount Dora, live music, shopping, and free Santa pictures at the 25-foot Christmas tree. 6 to 9 p.m. December 6th. Details at mountdora.com. Brought to you by Discover Lake, Advent Health, and Duke Energy.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
really appreciate you. We're thankful for you listening to this show each day, whether it's live on one of the great radio stations where it airs, maybe it's on YouTube or Twitch or podcasting or the live streamers over on iHeartRadio.
CD-ROM.
The CD-ROM crew. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
The Hit Clips people who are listening on Hit Clips, we really appreciate you guys. And it truly is a pleasure to hang out with you each day. So we are thankful for that this Thanksgiving. One thing I wanted to mention is some people go way too hard on Thanksgiving. And some people just go fully unhinged with the menu. I saw what one Pizza Hut is going to do. And I know they're not celebrating Thanksgiving because they're not here in the United States of America where we have Thanksgiving. But they're putting out a new item regardless that lines up with the timeline. And this Chinese Pizza Hut is fully unhinged. I cannot support this in any way. Here's what they're offering. I don't know what the name of this thing is, but it is a pizza that is a thick crust pizza with a red sauce base. Okay, sounds good so far.
Sounds like the beginning of a regular pizza, Sean.
Yeah, we're heading down good territory here. All right. It's under a bed of parsley with a whole fried bullfrog on top. And then it's got 2 halves of a hard-boiled egg with black olives that appear to be the eyes of the frog at this Chinese Pizza Hut.
That's so nasty.
Take a look at this thing. Tell me if you take a bite. Just make a little pink.
Well, there goes my lunch. I got to be completely honest with you.
It's a visual. It's up on See It Now. Go check it out. Tell me if you would try this out.
And Pizza Hut's totally cool with putting that their name attached.
This is their thing, man. They said, we're going to do this pizza. It is very disturbing looking.
You can't even cut that into the slices that it would be to share the pie.
One thing that turns me off almost more than anything else is the parsley bed. We don't need a parsley bed.
For me, it's the frog.
The entire bullfrog is not great. I'm with you on that.
And the eggs for eyes.
And the eyes that are on the top of this thing.
But the parsley is what threw Sean off.
Why are the eyes bloodshot?
Why not?
Probably because it's scared that it's being fried and put on a Pizza Hut pizza.
It's a weird move, but you got to go big to stand out. And let's see if you would try this. Let us know if you would give it a shot at this Chinese Pizza Hut. Again, take a look at the visual over on See It Now on thenewsjunkie.com. That seems a little disturbing to me. Do you know the story, both of you, of D.B. Cooper? Is that something you're familiar with? Have you heard that? Do you know what the story is?
He hijacked a plane and then jumped out of it.
That's right. A famous story. There's been movies made about this and all sorts of stuff.
But it was back in the day of like almost non-violent plane hijacking.
Yes. Yeah, that's one thing that's very, very different. Back then, they'd go, oh, man, they're hijacking the plane. This is going to be a real pain in my butt with my scheduling today. Now, somebody hijacks a plane, you think everybody's going to die.
Well, that's what they thought on 9/11.
Exactly. They thought, I've seen a bunch of movies. People hijack these planes and they make some demands and then everything will be fine and we'll be all right. Also, the other big difference is the reason why they call this person D.B. Cooper, we don't know what their actual name was, is because this occurred at a time back in 1971 when you went to the airport, they would go, where are you going? And you would tell them your destination, and they would have you write your name down, and that would be it. No license, no TSA, no nothing. You just go, hey, I'm D.B. Cooper. All right, D.B. Cooper. See you later. You get on the flight and you get out of there. Obviously, now that is not how flying works commercially in the United States of America.
Right before, at that time, if they were super chill about just having a guest book for the airplanes.
Basically, yeah.
What were they scared of? What was that era?
That era
was
was
hysteria at that point.
Oh, they were probably more scared in the 70s of the Soviets, I would think. Maybe. Right around then, it would be Red Scare. We're going to get blown up by the nukes. And
oh, yeah, because that's when they were having everybody do the nuke drills where you hit under your desk. And
yeah, right. Look up Cuban Missile Crisis. What was that, mid-70s or something? Nobody's Googling. I'll look it up by myself. Hang on. Cuban Missile Crisis.
70...
I think that was right about the same time. So that was 1962 when the Cuban Missile Crisis happened. So that was even before this. Right. So I would say the big boogeyman at the time was probably the USSR, the Soviet Union. And they did not get scared about people flying, clearly.
And aliens.
Aliens? Oh, yeah. Yeah, 60s and 70s, a lot of alien stuff. So they said the parachute used by the hijacker known as D.B. Cooper to leap out of a Boeing plane with $200,000 in cash after taking the passengers and crew hostage more than 50 years ago may have been found. There's a person who's a mega fan of this case that was searching all these areas, and they said,
long?
Yeah, the person after all these years came across what they believed to be the parachute of D.B. Cooper, and they've found money before, I believe. I think they found some cash that was related to this, but it's gone unsolved for such a long time, and people go deep on that story. If you're ever in the bathroom with some time to burn, look up D.B. Cooper on Wikipedia and go deep on that story.
I've seen a documentary, but it's like the Zodiac, where everyone's like, that's my dad. Mm-hmm. Now I know, after all these years, it was probably my dad or stepdad.
Yeah, there's been names that have been tossed out there over the years, and nobody has definitively proven who DB Cooper actually is, but some think he got away with the $200,000. Right now, let's do it. Here we go. Face first into jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. You can even try 800-CALL-MO if you're feeling wild, because that's working these days too. 800-CALL-MO or go to justcallmo.com. The Menendez brothers, their resentencing hearing has been pushed back. Everybody was excited. Everybody was trying to get into the courthouse.
Pushed back already?
They pushed it back again. There were 16 members of the public who had to win a lottery to get into the courtroom. Ooh. At the hearing, a judge with the Los Angeles County Superior Court decided to postpone the resentencing hearing until January 30th and 31st. So they've kicked it to the end of January. That's when we'll get our next update on that case. The InfoWars auction that keeps Alex Jones kind of moving along still. We're in limbo. It was going to be that you had The Onion purchase all the Alex Jones stuff, including InfoWars. And then at the last moment, there was a court case that was being pushed through, or some complaints to the judge. And there's a hearing now in December. So from now until then, Jones will be able to cruise along. And in December, they'll figure out.
That'll get pushed back too, for sure.
Could be. But they'll figure out who is the actual winner of that auction. I have an update on a story we just talked about. UMG is responding to Drake's pay-for-play lawsuit on Kendrick Lamar.
Also being pushed back until January.
This says, to be specific, Drake's lawsuit claimed UMG paid the streaming platform Spotify, and they employed bots and payola schemes to inflate the numbers of his song. And now, according to Variety, UMG is saying, the suggestion UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans chose the music they wanted to hear. It's kind of a shot.
And that's a strong statement to put out without, God forbid, there is some stuff that you're covering up.
They must be confident.
Bad practices. Yeah. Because people will do their digging.
Yeah,
if they find anything, then that's got to be a loss of a lawsuit.
Well, that could be a big issue, because if you are found to be faking your numbers, credibility is down the drain. It's just in the gutter at that point.
But then you have something like Netflix, where we just have to take their word.
Yeah.
For how many people watch their specials. And
they don't
TV
use like
programs.
a third-party service or anything. No, like TV, it's Nielsen. So it's not them just telling us whatever. It's the Nielsen company saying, hey, here's how many people, just like radio. And, there's different things, book scan for books and all these different things. But for the streaming platforms,
they can do whatever they want.
They can tell you whatever number they wanted to. Finally, in jury duty today, remember the curious case of Natalia Grace?
Yeah, the tiny little lady.
Yeah, the Ukrainian dwarf Natalia Grace. We didn't know if she was 6 or 46. We didn't know how old this girl was. There was a lot of very interesting twists and turns in her story. If you haven't seen it.
We do know is the guy that adopted her bat-ass crazy.
Yes. That guy, his wife, strange humans. She's also crazy. Little Natalia Grace. She was a wildling. And then there was a new couple that came in, and they said, we'll be her third adoptive parents.
Okay.
We'll be the ones who will figure all this out.
Despite it being proven that she was an adult.
They were still taking her in. They said her second adoptive parents were Michael and Christine Barnett. And then she had these new people who pulled her in and said, we'll take care of her now. But the new parents are also saying she is, quote, ready to go to hell with gasoline panties on, as they have turned on the Ukrainian orphan. So
what is wrong with this chick?
They are also against her now. It's Cynthia and Antoine Mans, and they wanted to help her out, so they stepped up, and now they're saying she's ready to go to hell with gasoline panties on. They're not fans. What a weird phrase to use, just considering everything.
Panties.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, God. All right, Celine, what'd you find out? We were arguing over this MSNBC or NBC story, rather, where they said the average Thanksgiving dinner for 10 was $48, which sounded crazy to me. Courtney is just making 4 sides.
No, they said 58.
Did they say 58?
I think so.
I'll bring it back up. Hang on.
I thought it was 58 too.
Because it was $5.80 a person.
All right, $5.80 a person, $58 is what they said. Less than $60. The Aldi one was the one that was less than 50 that we found. That was the thing that was cheaper. And the story is from a couple of days ago. Thanksgiving dinner is historically affordable this year. You may not know, looking at the sticker prices, the cost of this year's holiday feast estimated at $58.08 for a 10-person gathering, or $5.81 a head. But I said that seemed like way too low to me. C-Lane is taking the actual numbers and putting them to the test. And you've gone over and tried to assemble a Thanksgiving meal. How'd it work?
So far, I'm on Instacart. Now, I said that I'd be picking this up.
All right, so that saves you some.
So let me make sure that doesn't change the thing. Like, if I go to delivery, is it going to change what the... Oh, gosh, I go to delivery, it has doubled in price.
Did it really?
Wow.
That's the price of being lazy, having somebody else gather it for you.
Well, there's somebody still gathering it if you pick it up, but I thought you still had to pay a little bit more for that. But nevertheless, Instacart, I'm at Publix, and I have... Let's see. I have the cans of green beans for the green bean casserole. I have the cream of mushroom soup. Mm-hmm. I have the buy one, get one Marie Callender's frozen pumpkin pies already made for you.
A little dessert.
Block of Velveeta cheese, a family-sized mashed potatoes, gravy mix, the Pepperidge Farm herb seasoned classic stuffing.
How big is our turkey here?
The turkey is 16 to 20 pounds. They say the turkey is going to cost about $11.25.
Ready to cook?
Got a pack of butter. Yep, it's ready to cook. Crispy fried onions, elbow macaroni for the mac and cheese. Right now, I'm at $50.97.
God, that's so much cheaper than I thought it would be. I really thought it would be more expensive. Maybe Courtney's just getting more stuff for a more elaborate thing.
Well, she probably is going to make some of the stuff from scratch. I don't think I would ever bring instant mashed potatoes to a family gathering or a friend's gathering. I would buy the potatoes, mash the potato, boil them, mash them, do all that.
But in that case, is it not supposed to be less expensive if you were to make your own mashed potatoes?
I don't necessarily think so.
Instant mashed potatoes are not super pricey, as I recall.
They're pretty cheap.
They're not.
I feed them to my kid. They're pretty cheap.
Oh, he likes them?
Yeah.
There you go, Jackson. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into full Thanksgiving mode.
Yay!
And we're cruising to the finish line here. We'll talk about a simple test that a doctor is giving us to make sure we're okay and our health is good. And we'll hear from you with your dispatches. Leave yours now at thenewsjunkie.com. All of that and so much more coming up next on The News Junkie.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Lost Christmas Eve. 2 shows December 14th at the Kia Center. Get tickets at livenation.com or win them at realradio.fm/contest.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center.
Champions Gate area. Traffic is slowing down on Florida's Turnpike between the Greenway and Osceola Parkway. There's delays on the ramp from Florida's Turnpike to I-75 northbound due to an earlier accident there. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. You may have heard Wawa has pizza, but did you know that Wawa has pizza at a really great price? Right now, get a personal-sized 14 or 16-inch Wawa pizza for just $6, $8, or $10. Gotta have a Wawa.
Great news, my friends. That mortgage guy, Don, offers home equity lines of credit. That's right, HELOCs. It's a way to unlock your equity while keeping your super low 2, 3, or 4% rate intact on the first mortgage. Get cash out for home improvements, debt consolidation, weddings, back taxes, Christmas supplies, extra turkeys, whatever you want. And unlike the corner banks, that mortgage guy, Don, has HELOC options as low as a 640 credit score. Get a quote today with no hard credit inquiry by going to thatmortgageguydon.com. Advertisements.com. Work with an expert and a friend that you could trust.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguy.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey guys, due to the recent storms in Orlando and Tampa, Solar Source has their first ever bulk order discounts on solar battery systems. I got one for my house. I love it. Discounts are starting at $1,000 off solar battery systems. Tesla Powerwall offered right now at the lowest prices they've ever seen. So get yourself one. It's a great gift for the holidays. Sales are currently planned through December 31st, but that may change. So get them now. Go to solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Can you imagine rising for work before the crack of dawn? Tending to hundreds of acres of land before dusk? Well, that's what happens on more than 44,000 Florida farms every day. Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family. And you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Don Jr. here, guys. Are you receiving letters from the IRS claiming you owe back taxes? As penalties and interest fees pile up, the IRS gives you no clear path to resolution. Don't speak to them on your own. They are not your friends. To reach a team of licensed tax professionals that can help you reduce, settle, and resolve your tax matters, go to tnusa.com and check them out.
Solve your tax problems today. Call 1-800-780-8888 or visit tnusa.com. That's 1-800-780-8888.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickleyGroup.com.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
Hey, sweetie, I got you.
iPhone 13?
Yeah, it's from Total Wireless. Ooh, and what's cool, it has...
Super fast 5G and the awesome dual camera system. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I love
you, Dad. Best dad ever.
Get iPhone 13 for just $99 when you switch and buy 2 months of the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. But you better hurry. They'll go faster than you can say.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah.
Total Wireless. We're totally with you. Limited time offer while supplies last. Restrictions apply. Available exclusively in Total Wireless stores. 5G access requires a 5G capable device and a 5G service area.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Of the year for one thing. It's the best time of the year for lots of things. You could at least rest easy knowing that. Like, it's the best time of the year for getting to hang out with your family. This is the best time of the year for spending time with family, eating food, doing all these things, and wrapping up the year and just being thankful. But it's the worst time for a diet. It is absolutely this time of the year. When you get to Thanksgiving, you go, why even bother? I'm not going to be on a diet around Thanksgiving, obviously. And then after that, why would I go on a diet just to go off of it for some kind of Christmas stuff that I was doing?
No, it's more like just don't eat, I guess, for a week.
It's the worst time for diets right now. It's just absolutely brutal. And I was thinking about the other day, I was like, I got to get back down to fighting weight. I got to get back down to like 185 pounds. I can do it. Get myself all psyched up. I'll have a couple more days a week when I'm not drinking. And then I thought, well, I don't want to do that right now. Can't ruin the holidays with a diet. God almighty. Maybe I need some cheater stuff out there.
I texted Ashley last night because I'll text her when I go to the store. You need anything from the store? Need anything from the store? Nothing. She needed coffee. And I get home and I'm putting away her coffee and her wine is empty. And I go, well, you don't have any wine. Now I got to go back out.
Oh,
she goes, so we just drink it on a Monday because it's a holiday week? I go, yes, yes,
yes.
Tomorrow's basically Friday.
Yeah.
Honestly, same exact thing. It was like, well, usually we don't drink on Mondays, but come on.
I don't know what day it is, to be completely honest with
you. And here's what I didn't tell her, not because I was keeping it from her, but I just forgot to mention it. I was testing her because I said, oh, you were out of wine. And she didn't say, well, it's Monday, so that's fine. She said, no. So I was like, all right, let's LFG, baby, let's go.
2 bags for you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I think that is what everybody's kind of going through this time of year. Because you are willing to forego the diet stuff or the things that you do healthy-wise or like the healthy things you do for your lifestyle because you excuse it away. We've got the holidays in front of us. We got Thanksgiving. Why would I even bother? I do it. Everybody does it around this time of year. And then we get even worse, honestly, because in the last couple of weeks of the year, nobody's doing any work either. So it's almost a wrap on 2024, just basically where we're at now. And
what a year.
I know. What a wild year. And next year is going to be even more wild.
I don't know.
That's what's so weird about going over the things you're thankful for when there's still a month left. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, we're going to have this exact discussion.
I'm thankful that I could tread water for as long as I have.
Yeah. I mean,
at this job or
as far not a job. I would say this has been the most consistent, but personal life stuff, it has been a roller coaster in 2024 without a doubt.
Right.
I'm like, whatever comes next year, fine. I'm not setting any goals. I'm just going
you're almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And happy for that.
Yeah, you could shut the book on it. You got any vacations coming up at the end of the year? Like, are you planning on going anywhere fun, maybe?
Yes, possibly. Thinking in December. It's my girlfriend's birthday, so really wants to go to New York City.
Has she been?
Yes, loves it. Loves New York City, wants to go to New York City. Hasn't been since 20 blank blank, because I forgot the year that she said, but it was a while ago. So trying to do that, but all kind of hanging on where the men's team for soccer goes, because we're in the playoffs,
really?
so we don't know if we continue going until win or lose, and last minute New York City trip will be the deal.
Last minute tickets are probably the best bet right now, I think, because
I got a credit card.
We just looked up some stuff for a trip during the break, and
where are you thinking? New Orleans?
We might just go to New Orleans because we're at the end of the year and we're planning stuff for March and in the summer next year. I think we're going to Mexico City in March, and then we're going to go somewhere else in the summer. I didn't take barely any vacation this year. I've just been like slugging through everything. But the airfare and hotel rooms right now are expensive. I don't know if it was because it's close to Thanksgiving or what's going on, but
Even
it was
that
just
much ahead of time?
Yeah, it was pricey. It was more expensive than it's ever been, and then some. Just in terms of like historically,
I used to when I was younger and more poor. I used to like pretty much only book hotel rooms on Expedia. You know, because I thought that was the deal. It was an Expedia, or
they're searching all of them. So
they're giving me everything at once, and they're going to give me the best price, and I just book it now because I'm getting a good price. And now I'm like, these prices change all the time, and when you reserve them ahead, you can cancel up until like the day before.
Right?
Why would I do that? That's stupid.
I've heard so many things about when you're supposed to buy stuff for the cheapest deals. Oh, buy it way before. Oh, no, that's not actually not true. Wait until the last minute. And I think it's just as complex and convoluted as cruise ship pricing, where it's a real-time marketplace and it changes all of the time. Speaking of weight loss, dieting around the end of the year, which nobody does, there is a new Biden rule that they may push through at the last minute here in his administration. And here's what they want to do. They want to make it so Medicare or Medicaid pays for weight loss drugs, like Wegovy, Zepbound, all the different weight loss drugs people take. And it doesn't work that way currently. It doesn't. But they want to make it so all the folks who want to shed some weight and use these drugs that were once for just the rich folks will be able to get access to it. And a lot of people start to rage and they go, taxpayer dollars for people to go on weight loss plans. I think they should do this with the caveat of only once. You do it and you do it once. And because you've got to change your habits, you've got to get a better diet going, you got to start cutting your calories so that when you lose the weight, you don't just keep going through this and the taxpayer is not cyclically paying for you to go on another round of Wegovy. That seems bad and really super expensive. In fact, this could cost as much as $35 billion in the next decade. But if everybody went on these drugs and lost a whole bunch of weight, it would be far less expensive because super overweight people are most likely to have these health problems that are way more expensive when the government has to pick up the tab on those. So that's the proposal now from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Right here at the last moment of the Biden administration, they may finalize the Wegovy and Zepbound coverage, Medicare and Medicaid, among the places that would cover it. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Before we get into the dispatches you're sending from the website, Christine emails the show. We were talking about shows that you end up watching, and then you don't hear anybody else talking about them. You start to get scared. You go, damn, nobody's talking about this. Is this show going to get canceled? Should I not invest in this right now? And she says, Sean, podcast listener, the show I love that nobody is talking about is Roller Jam. It's on Max, and there's only like 6 episodes.
Oh, I've heard about this.
It's a roller skating team competition hosted by Jordan Spark. It hit every nostalgic nerve I had of roller skating as a kid and seeing others do tricks when I could barely skate in a circle. The cool thing is the winning team not only wins cash, but a donation for their local skating rink. I don't hold much hope for it making to a season 2, but I absolutely loved it. I love the show and hope you have a great weekend. Also, hope you mentioned Roller Jam on the show, so maybe a few more folks will give it a chance, she says. Maybe. Who knows?
You got to catch up with From. The season finale just happened.
Yeah, I think we're going to, maybe through this break, watch that new season of that show. You and I are the only ones keeping that thing floating, I think, right now.
And I got to talk to somebody about it.
It's such a complex show. There's a lot going on in the show From. But C-Lane is right. It does have one of the worst titles of a television show. Oh, God. What did we watch last night? Oh, Courtney, if you're listening, text me what we watched. We watched
Describe
a movie
it.
last
Describe it. Is it a movie?
It was
TV
a movie.
show?
No, a movie we watched last night. And it's about this guy who works in an office, and he's got a really mundane life. And everybody's telling him he's boring. Okay. You're boring. You're square. He goes to give a presentation, and the boss goes...
Is it the guy from Westworld? American Fiction?
No, I don't think so. No. His boss goes, your presentation, I looked at it. It's too boring. You gotta spice it up a little bit. He gets home and his wife wants to have sex with him, but he's not spicy enough to do that. So they just hold hands in bed. Oh. And she goes, "Oh God, you gotta be more risky and you gotta be more interesting. You're a square," she calls him. And so he sees this commercial on television for this little creature. And the creature is like this partying creature.
Okay.
Like a little goblin guy.
How the hell did you guys find this movie?
And the goblin guy goes to spice up his life with his little goblin friends, and this guy hangs out with all of them. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Watch the entire film, though.
Yes, watch the whole film. And in the middle, Courtney goes, I don't know what the hell is going on right now. This is really bad.
Let's keep going.
It has really high ratings. Oh, man. I have to figure out through her what the damn movie is called. If anybody's seen this on chat, and I don't know that you will have seen it, hit me up with the title. I'll tell you guys what that's called because it was such a journey. Oh, my God.
Sounds like it.
It was so bad. Hold on. Here she is. She's texting me now. Okay. It's called Frankie Frico. All right? If you like really weird movies, maybe you like this. Hang on, let me see. Frankie Frico is the name of the movie.
Can't say I've ever heard of that.
It's brand new, and I can't play the trailer, but here's the little goblin guy that he parties with. This will just give you an idea of what you're doing.
All right. I'm good.
It was the weirdest movie.
All the things available. I love that you two landed on that.
I don't know. I think we saw the trailer, and the trailer was kind of funny, and we dug it. It says workaholic yuppie Connor is in an existential rut until one night he catches a bizarre ad for a party hotline hosted by a strange dancing goblin, Frankie Frico. Could this be just the recipe to spice up his boring life? It was a ride. Not really a good one, but my God, it was something.
Have you watched Hot Frosty yet?
No, I still haven't seen that. No. But a lot of people are talking about Hot Frost.
That's the one with the Mean Girls girl, right?
Yeah. Her and the dude from Schitt's Creek that was dating the daughter, but then left to be part of the Peace Corps or something.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy that always had the stupid jokes.
The snowman.
He's Hot Frosty, yeah. And we watched it basically because Ryan Holmes said it was a flaming turd. And I was like,
it on Hallmark or no?
It's on Netflix.
So Netflix is,
okay.
But they've pushed out a bunch of Hallmark-esque.
Yeah. No, they pushed out a bunch of straight up Hallmark material. Like it's got the Hallmark logo on it and everything.
But I'm watching that Mr. Merry Gentleman or something like that.
I fell asleep during that.
Chad Michael Murray.
There's so many of these.
Crush.
It's a cottage industry of these movies that are not great, but people want to watch so many Christmas movies, they can keep cranking them out. All right, email coming in from Randy. It says, hey, News Junkie, Maine 420 here. I want to let you know that a friend of mine went to the doctor's for a normal checkup. At the time, she said she wasn't feeling good mentally. I don't know if it happens down there, but when you go to a doctor, your doctor's appointment, they give you a piece of paper for a mental health self-examination. For example, to see whether you're feeling suicidal, homicidal, anxious, or depressed. This was the first time with the doctor that she didn't even look at those papers, spent only about a couple of minutes with her, and the following day, she took her own life. The family sued the doctor for negligence and malpractice. Even though they want a pretty good settlement, that's not going to bring their daughter back. Anyways, have a good day. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop. That's an interesting question for Mo. If you put on your doctor's form like, hey, not feeling well mentally, et cetera, and then your doctor doesn't say anything about it, and then you take your own life, does the doctor have any kind of liability there? I don't know what the answer to that question is, but we can put it down and ask Moses. Sorry to hear about your friend. Sunny in Florida emails. It says, hey, News Junkie, just catching up on your podcast from Friday. And at some point, you were talking about cheesy movies with Rotten Tomatoes ratings, etc. By the way, Frankie Frico has a really good rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
With all 4 people that reviewed it?
I'll see how many it is. Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see. Frankie Frico. Here it is, Rotten Tomatoes. And it's 87% tomato meter. From the actual reviewers in newspapers and stuff like that. 30 reviews, 87%. Doesn't have enough on the popcorn meter, the audience side, to show you what's going on there just yet. But the critics, 30 of them, really big into Frankie Frico. I can't say I agree with them, but here we are regardless. Anyhow, real quickly, there's a movie called Rubber. It's about a serial killer tire in the desert. Much more to the plot. I've seen this. It aired on Netflix, blah, blah, blah. So bad, it's good. Thanks, Sunny in Florida. I have seen that, too. I could not stick with it. I did not last the whole movie, unfortunately. All right, we want to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. People on chat comparing this to Butt Boy. Butt Boy, I actually think it's a good movie. This one, it's interesting, and if you watch it with somebody else, you'll have something to talk about, but I'm not going to say it's a good movie, because it is just
Frankie Frico.
That's how Frankie Frico talks. It's almost exactly like that. He's like, I'm Frankie Frico. And then he drinks fart cola and he parties, and they have they're puppets. They're in the scenes. They're done with puppets. And my God, it was a weird movie.
I'll get very stoned before that.
Everybody involved must have been stoned. Okay, quick break. We're back with a bunch of things to wrap things up here on the show before Thanksgiving, and we'll hear from you with your dispatches. I got another story that Amy Caulfield had posted that I do want to mention real quick. We'll get into that, in fact, next. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The left lane is partially blocked due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound near County Road 561. Traffic is backed up from Hancock Road. There's an earlier accident on US 27 southbound near Deek Creek Road. And watch out for delays due to an earlier accident on the ramp from Florida's Turnpike northbound to I-75 northbound. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Upgrade your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is unmatched strength. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows and doors are made from Fibrex material, which is 2 times stronger than vinyl, ensuring superior durability and resistance to extreme weather conditions. The wonderful team at Renewal by Andersen saw firsthand the incredible performance of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors in the face of the damage caused by Hurricane Milton just a few weeks ago. ago. Robert agrees, and this is what he had to say. Our experience with every employee at Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. During the month of November, save 20% on your entire project, plus zero money down, zero payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Ooh, should we get an app?
Appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Hey guys, I'm Kate Max. You might know me from my popular online series, The Running Interview Show, where I run with celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, and more. After those runs, the conversations keep going. That's what my podcast, Post Run High, with iHeartRadio is all about. Listen to Post Run High on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Post Run High and start listening.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the new.
Year of my life in the 43 years that have been here on planet Earth, and all of those Thanksgivings that I can remember, I don't think one Thanksgiving in all of my memory I've had dessert. I don't think I've ever even gotten to the dessert. Every single year, I always load up on all the other food, and I go, oh, God, I had so much.
I've taken dessert to go.
Me too, yes.
And then often did not touch it.
I feel like we don't even need to do the dessert sometimes because you just get so full. At least I do. And I'm not the type to go, well, pace yourself, save a little bit of room. And then, no.
I'm going to stuff my mouth full until I cannot talk anymore.
I'm going ham. I'm going turkey. I'm going mashed potatoes. I'm going all of the things.
I thought for a second there you were saying, I'm going ham.
I was. I was, and then I turned it into the rest of the things on the table. But not the dessert stuff. And I don't know if that's weird. I think that's what most people probably end up doing.
Okay, so if you did have the stomach for it, though, Sean, what would be the dessert of choice?
I got to say, I'm bad at this because I don't like a lot of the Thanksgiving dessert stuff. It's like, I don't like pumpkin pie at all.
So
I don't know if you do, but I can't stand it.
I went a good portion of my life so far not liking pumpkin pie. Then I have grown to enjoy it. Apple pie, though? No, thank you. Peach cobbler?
No,
absolutely not.
Wait, apple pie? No, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm with
not
her.
for me, man.
I don't care about it. If I'm gonna have a sweet, I'm gonna have something really good like that.
Yeah, I want fruit in it.
I always forget the name of the thing that Moses bought us. And
pie cakin'.
The pie cakin'. The pie cakin' is glorious. It's like if you're gonna indulge and get all the calories, that's a Thanksgiving miracle right there. It's delicious.
Wasn't one of the pies apple in the pie cakin'?
Yeah, but it's buried under all the other stuff. It's buried. There's so many good things in there, but there's hate like the traditional stuff.
There's like a region or a people in this country that enjoy their apple pie with cheddar cheese.
That's weird, man. I can't do that. I don't know.
Like I almost want to try it.
It must be good, right?
very
People don't
curious.
do things because they're bad. Whenever I hear about something, I go, okay, pineapple on pizza or whatever weird concoction people have. Nobody's doing this on purpose to be strange and they're just eating something disgusting. They're doing it because they actually like it. So
yeah, but then that weird, like, nowadays I don't know how much I'm going to trust somebody because you want to make the new trend for social media and you're putting like a pickle in Diet Coke and covering it with ketchup.
yeah.
And you're like, it's delicious. You don't even know. Try
The
it.
TikTok
No.
people are usually lying just to try to get some attention and whatnot. But I've always found myself in that camp where I go, don't even make the desserts. I don't want you wasting your time on this. I get full and then I don't even wander over there to see what they have. For God's sake, you got to save your time and make the most of what you have.
It used to be printed on Marie Callender napkins. An apple pie without some cheese is like a kiss without a squeeze.
No way, really? That's strange.
According to Reddit.
But it must be good.
Must be true.
Okay, let's stop and take a moment here because I wanted to talk about something that Amy Caulfield, our friend who we talk to every single week on the show, had tweeted out a little bit earlier. And I got to be honest with you. There's not a lot I encounter on this show where I go, man, I didn't know that was a thing that we had to be worried about out there. Following the news and following viral stuff so closely for so long, not a lot is new to me. I know most of the things.
Tell me
But
what
honestly,
I sent you guys?
yeah, I had not been made aware of how much danger there was for autistic children around bodies of water. That was not on my radar. And
no,
there's a young boy named Charlie that they were looking for in Volusia County, and he was the fourth child. This one says from Amy Caulfield, third, unless there's another one that's not in here. But it says Charlie is a third Central Florida child. So maybe you're talking about another one that wasn't in Central Florida with autism to drown this month.
Unreal, man.
That's crazy to me. I did not know that was such a high risk for these younger kids with autism around any bodies of water. And I want you to think about all the positive things for Thanksgiving. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to have some drinks. I want you to have some fun conversation with your family. But keep that in the back of the mind. If there's any kids in your family that might be autistic and there might be any bodies of water around this gathering that you're at, it's just incredible that we've seen that many of these stories pop up in, a couple of weeks here? It's very, very crazy.
It is the idea that 4 children have been found dead in bodies of water. Yeah, so he was the 4th. We had in Ormond Beach, a 4-year-old Wayland Childs had wandered away and found a nearby body of water. Kissimmee, a 5-year-old Arturo and Angarita had left his family and he was found in a water-filled drainage ditch. And then in Orlando, Emerson Felix, 7-year-old, was reported missing overnight and found in a body of water the next day.
And then this kid, Charlie, I guess, in Deltona, Florida as well. All autistic kids, all driven to a body of water, wandering away from whoever was watching them.
And these are, I feel like it was the Deltona case. Maybe it was the Ormond Beach. But one of the relatives said, there's things they have to do when you put in a pool, regulations, and you won't get the permit if you don't have the proper gate around it.
Right.
And then you can go to a playground that's right next to a lake and there's no gate around it.
Of course, yeah.
So
It's
why aren't we doing that?
It's something, then it becomes very tough because now every body of water is a potential danger for these kids. For me, it's just get that on your radar. Just know if you see some kid and he's wandering around, he's by a body of water and it looks like something could be going south. I was completely unaware of this issue, and it's good to at least have that on our radar so we know and we can keep an eye out for everybody. All right, to this. Sorry to bring you down. I just thought that was kind of astounding that was happening here. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, and Devin emails the show. He says, hey, junkies, I think the key to this lawsuit is that Drake and Kendrick are both signed to Universal Music Group, UMG. It wouldn't be fair to artists both under the same level to not get equal promotion for their music. I could be wrong, but just my 2 cents. That's definitely not how it works.
Yeah, right.
Like, imagine he's talking about fairness versus business.
Yeah.
Imagine there's
podcasts.
Well, there's artists that are signed to Universal Music Group that aren't getting anywhere near the publicity that a Drake or a Kendrick Lamar would get. You don't even know who they are. They just signed to the record company. I love the show and secret shows. Also, are we making Hakuna Matata a thing? Hakuna Matata, actually. Happy Thanksgiving, says Devin. Thank you for the email, Devin. Much, much appreciated. Hakuna Matata, I don't know. The people are in charge of this stuff.
I mean, people signing record deals and not going anywhere because there was another, another band, another act, another singer signed at the same time, and they went, "Oh, we're going to focus on this person," and you fall by the wayside. Mm-hmm. That is tale as old as time.
Oh yeah.
So is it not fair? Sure, I guess it's not fair, but
life ain't fair.
Yeah,
it's still that if they have both artists under their umbrella, they're making money from both of them.
Oh yeah, they like that. I'm sure.
Everyone's deep diving into what Drake's music was in the past, and Kendrick, and all of it is just going to build that giant mountain of money for them.
But
so
everything
not
was
fair is not involved at all.
Somebody at one point goes, Universal Music Group is going to have to intervene and stop this. They must be so upset about this.
They're loving it.
I think they're making money. I think they're doing okay. An update on this from Twitter. It says, Drake has launched a second legal action against UMG over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, accusing the music giant of defamation and claiming it could have halted the release of a song, falsely accusing him of being a sex offender, this says. So it's just a volley back and forth of legal stuff going on between those two high-profile rappers.
Internet's trying to say, at least some people are like, Drake's about to enter his villain era. And it was something I saw him live stream. But if this is part of the villain era, then it's going to be like almost like a temper tantrum toddler to me.
Yeah, the villain era would be, cooler if he just used his talent and rap skills to be a villain and not his lawyers.
Well, hold on. Let's dice this up. Who has sold more records? Definitely Drake, right? Sold more records than Kendrick Lamar would be my guess. Like, I wondered who's on top in this whole thing. When I see Drake, he's flying in an airplane that costs an insane amount of money. He's looks like he's rolling in money. Everything seems okay over there, money-wise.
So we've got some different numbers.
All right, what are you looking at?
Drake, off the bat, AI overview from Google is Drake has sold more albums than Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
RIAA certified units sold. 294 million with Drake, 57 million with Kendrick. Now, Drake and Kendrick are both considered to be among the top 3 best rappers in hip hop, along with J. Cole. The term Big Three, using all 3 of their names.
Jesus, Drake did almost 300 million albums? It must be including like singles and stuff. That's so many.
So while Drake leads in the total number of awards won, Kendrick Lamar has a significantly higher win percentage.
Okay.
Also, he got a Nobel Peace Prize, didn't he?
I don't know.
Nobel?
He got something for no, he wouldn't get that for To Pimp a Butterfly. He got another award for it, right?
You're right about Drake and singles. It says over 170 million records worldwide. And all the highest certified digital singles artists in the United States selling 188 million singles.
Yeah, that's a lot of rappers nowadays. They would just drop a single and make a ton of money off it and then on to the next one.
Plus a Canadian teen show.
Yeah. Do you not like Drake? You're not a fan of Drake, it sounds
I love
like.
Drake.
Loved. But Kendrick Lamar more.
I do love Kendrick Lamar more.
I don't know much Kendrick Lamar.
I'm disappointed in Drake.
For what?
I just, I was more about him in the album of, if you're reading this, like I'm Already Dead or something like that. It was from a couple summers ago, and everything before that.
And then the new stuff's no good.
I'm not a fan of it whatsoever.
All I know is the one that Courtney loves so much, and it's the filthiest song. It's that Shake That Ass for Drake and Shake That Ass. It's Drake and Sexy Red, I think.
Oh, not familiar.
Oh, God. It's huge. It was a massive song this year. And she loves that song every time it comes on. My God. So I have to listen to that one many, many times. Okay, let's go over to some dispatches and see what's going on with you. A lot of you talking about drinking for some reason. It adds up. Here's Eagle Eye with us.
What's up, News Junkies? Happy Tuesday. Happy early Thanksgiving.
Wednesday, Thursday,
Got a tip
Friday,
for all
Saturday.
you out there who drink red wine. I have found a way to avoid the headache, the hangovers for the next day. And all you got to do is simply froth your wine.
Froth.
That little frother that you use for milk, for coffee.
Ew.
Battery-powered spinny thing. Froth it, bring it to some bubbles. Make sure it's nice and frothed before you get nice and frothed. And, yeah.
And that gets rid of the hangover?
That's what he said. He said, I drank a whole liter of wine.
You'll look
no
ridiculous
hangover.
with a frothed wine.
Felt like $1 million. I swear by it, he says. Okay, I'll put it out there. I've never tried that before. Kendrick got a Pulitzer, not a Nobel, says Point Blank
My
Ted
bad.
over on Twitch.
A prestigious award, is it not?
Muff Mouth with another drinking dispatch.
What's going down, junkies?
Hey.
I'd like to remind everybody that tomorrow night is one of the busiest drinking nights of the year. So
I believe you.
Have fun, everybody, and partake or stay at home. And, Macuna Nelly Furtada.
Nah, that ain't right. You got that one wrong, I think.
Another popular question is, does aerating wine reduce hangover? The answer is simple. No. Hangovers are the result of overconsumption, not a lack of oxygen in your wine.
He sounded so confident, too. All right, the science is suggesting, sir, that you are absolutely positively
And
wrong.
then the AI says, here are some tips to help avoid a hangover from wine. Drink less wine.
Well, that's not fun. We're trying to get a job done here. We got to hang out with our families. There's political stuff going on. All right, last one. Here's Cosmic Lunch Meat.
Hey there, junkies. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope all is well. You guys sound great today, as you do each and every day. Hey, just quickly on Yellowstone. My wife is French, and we've been watching Yellowstone since season 1, and we're all caught up. And
All right.
her take on this whole thing is that we're laying in bed watching the last episode, and she says, so what? So what? Now all the cowboys are heroes too? My French accent is terrible. Yeah.
That
So
was
she's
an
like, we got firemen, we got policemen, we got teachers, we got doctors, we got military. Everybody's a hero in the U.S. Why is everybody a hero? And then we tried to watch.
I don't know anything that he's talking about. I'm too far out of the loop there. I'm sorry. But thank you for that. All right, we are going to take a quick break here, and we're going to come back at you with more of your comments and everything else happening in the world. Send your dispatches. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. One final segment. Final dispatches, stories that did make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything. See, saying, hurry up. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Have you guys ever heard of tonsil stones? Also called tonsiloliths. Jack, I'm getting this right.
Are you?
I am. Tonsiloliths. Oh, God. I think it's tonsiloliths. God.
You are the gift that keeps on giving.
Is it tonsiloliths?
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Good Tuesday morning, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for this morning, as we get you out the door, there's a few areas of patchy dense fog that will be possible. Otherwise, it will be a chilly start to our day, so you want to make sure you have the jacket. But you'll be able to shed the jacket by this afternoon as high temperatures soar back into the upper 70s and low 80s with a high of 80 degrees with abundant sunshine for this afternoon in Orlando. As we head into our Thanksgiving, plan for a high of 82 degrees. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Klass.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7. Only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
Black Friday is coming, and there's something for the adults who love the coolest toys, too. Bartesian is the premier cocktail maker that makes over 60 cocktails. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more, all in just 30 seconds. Now is the best time to get a Bartesian cocktail maker. Shake your phone and save $100 through Cyber Monday. Yes, you heard me correctly. Pick up your phone and shake it for $100 off.
Russ Rollins here for Life Imaging FLA. I believe in this company, man. I've known several of my friends that have gone to Life Imaging FLA, got that free heart scan, and found out they had heart disease. They had no clue, and it saved their lives. We've had several listeners that have told us the same story, and we've had several listeners that also got the cancer screening, found out they had stage 1 cancer, able to get it taken care of. This is a great thing to do for the holidays for the ones that you love. Make sure that you know that you don't have the heart disease. Make sure that you know that you don't have cancer by going to Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a great value that could save your life, but also could give you great peace of mind for the holidays. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up the cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and tell them Russ and the Monster sent you to Life Imaging FLA.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. Imagine you deposit $100 in your bank every month for 20 years. And at the end of 20 years, you go in and try to make a withdrawal. And they say, no, we don't think you deserve this money. We don't want to give it to you. In fact, we're going to hire attorneys so that you don't get your money. That tends to be the way car insurance companies treat you when you file a claim. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Are you ready to smell better naked? I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the OBGYN creator of Lumi, the whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours on pits, feet, privates, and beyond. It's pH optimized to safely and effectively control odor anywhere you have it, but wish you didn't. Plus, it's proven to work better than a shower with soap alone. Whether you shower twice a day or 3 times a week, Lumi works better. And who doesn't want zero body odor? With over 200,000 5-star reviews, I'm so sure you're going to love it, or you can return it for free.
There's a special offer for listeners. Use code 500 and get 15% off your first purchase with code 500, like the Lumi Starter Pack, Acidified Body Wash, or new Lumi Plus Sweat Control. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code 500 for 15% off your first purchase. Love it or return it for free. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code 500 to save 15% today.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. Text AM to 52886.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
What's up, everybody? It's Peter Schrager. We're back for the season with Peter Schrager. In each episode, I'm going to take you inside and behind the scenes of the conversations that happen at the highest levels of NFL franchises. We're bringing the top GMs, top coaches. We're going to give you the story behind the story that you're probably not getting anywhere else. Each week, I'll bring you conversations on the inside and give you the chance to get to know your favorite personalities in a different way. Listen to The Season with Peter Schrager on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Season to start listening.
If you're a business owner, the holidays are important. But do you know the last thing 75% of your customers hear before holiday shopping? Radio. And since iHeartMedia is the #1 radio company in America, chances are they're listening to us. iHeart reaches 3 times more people than the biggest TV networks and 4 times more than the music streamers where you can advertise. This holiday season, get the results you need. Call 844-844-iHeart. Don't wait. Holiday shopping has already started. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
It's the 31st annual Mount Dora Christmas Walk, Friday, December 6th. Free family street party in downtown Mount Dora, live music, shopping, and free Santa pictures at the 25-foot Christmas tree. 6 to 9 p.m. December 6th. Details at mountdora.com. Brought to you by Discover Lake, Advent Health, and Duke Energy.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by Second Harvest Food Bank. Help today at feedhopenow.org. Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. And thank you for being with us today. We appreciate that. And don't forget, you can always go to the website and learn more about the show. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com right now. Thank you on the way out to Nick over on the Secret Show. Nick for gifting a Secret Show sub. You can gobble that up over on thenewsjunkie.com if you have time. That said, now it's time to wrap everything up because we don't have a ton of time to do it. So let's get into this first. Let's do the final dispatches.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
Never been more true, song guy. Today is the day we just fire off one final one and get into Thanksgiving land. And it's going to be this one. Here's Dispatch Dan.
Hey, guys. I missed most of the show today, but I'm sure it was awesome.
It was
Just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody stays safe. I don't want to take phone calls from anybody or any of you. I'm going to take phone calls, but I just don't want to hear from my friends.
Okay.
Everybody else is fine. Whatever. Drink responsibly. Have fun. 2 things I'm thankful for. I don't know if you're doing that today, but I'm going to say
We'll take it.
I'm thankful for the 3 of you. Thank you for keeping us entertained throughout the day or whenever we listen to the podcast. I'm also thankful for adult money because I purchased my first guitar.
Nice.
And now I get to learn an instrument.
Hell yeah.
It's a beautiful PRS McCarty 594.
Paul Reed Smith.
I'm very excited about it. Okay, I'm done rambling. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble.
Those aren't cheap either. I think those are pretty pricey, right? PRS. Those are nice guitars. Congrats on that, man.
Only on POSs.
A lot cheaper. Those are cheaper. That was like my first guitar from the pawn shop that my mom got me.
Oh, mine was eBay, and it was made of plastic and hurt my fingers.
Everybody kind of got that rough one because your parents are going, let's see if you're really into this.
That's the blue one we smashed at the live show.
Oh, yeah. God almighty. That was a while ago now. We got more live shows coming up in the new year, by the way, folks. We got a bunch of exciting stuff for you in 2025. And on the way out, we're going to do the stories that didn't make the cut. Brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage.
Forget the stress. Move with the best. They're the movers who will meet your needs anytime, anywhere. Fully licensed and insured. They will provide a seamless moving experience. They're very good at it. They did it for me. They'll do it for you. Get a quote today. CentoMoving.com. CENTO Moving.com.
All right. That lady that shot through the door and killed the mother in front of her kids, she was sentenced to 25 years in prison. This was Susan Lawrence is her name, and we mentioned her a couple of times on the show, so payoff being she'll be behind bars for 25 years plus. And let's get out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is is Today Learned for a Tuesday, November 26, 2024. Hope both of you have a very nice and safe Thanksgiving.
Same to you.
As well, yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Drive safe. And today, crazies everywhere. So if you're going anywhere near the store today, everybody be as safe as you possibly can. I'm going to the store today. Buckle up, buddy. Here we go. Today I learned this guy right here.
Drake.
That's Drake. The rapper Drake graduated high school in October of 2012. He was 25 years old.
How dare you not end today's show with beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes?
Nah, I couldn't find it. I don't know what that lady's name is. Greens, beans, and tomatoes and potatoes or whatever she said. Anyhow, here we go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we do appreciate it. We'll be back Monday, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over